Good evening, folks. Welcome back. We took a week out for Gen Con, but we are back. It's Thursday night, so it must be a game therapy. My name's Bruce, and I am tonight going to be playing Jebediah, who would, in the movie version of tonight's game, be played by the wonderful Gary Busey. I'm going to go around the table, and I'm going to introduce my players for tonight's game therapy, starting with David. Good evening. How you doing? Or good afternoon, I should say. Time zones are a thing.
Yeah, exactly. My name is David. I am going to be playing a half-orc named Kolsch, who, if this were filmed, would be played by a kind of grumpy and reticent Lawrence Fishburne.
Sounds good. Awesome. Good call. Neil, long time no see. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm smashing, Bruce. Good to be here. So I'm Neil. I'm playing Scully, who's a specialist, a scout, and I'm going to be played by Steve McQueen. Hugely cool, probably far too cool. I won't do him justice, but here we go.
Sounds fun. And it's good to welcome another member of the Goodman Games team. Hello, Thorin. How you doing?
Hello, I'm great. I'm playing a gnome named Gibson, who would be portrayed by Jack Black. I think he's got kind of a glam rocker style to him. And yeah.
Superb. Brilliant. And joining us once again, Christopher. Tell us about your character.
Hello. I am playing Anord, the Messenger of Discordia. In the movie, he would be played by the young Cole Meany, who I have here in the background. I did not set that up at all. Lies. There he is.
Beautifully done.
So he's like a two-fisted healer with a sword. We'll see how it goes.
It's going to go great.
Sounds good. And last but not least, the man whose name tag in Zoom right now says Joseph Goodman. But I'm pretty sure that's Brendan Xcrawl LaSalle.
Tis I. Thank you. Thank you for playing with me, team. Thank you for playing with me today, guys. And if you're tuned in and watching us on the old Twitch, we're super happy to have you. Thank you so much. Today's date is Thursday, August the 6th. Yeah, 2020. Yeah. What's up, Brett? So this is going to be Xcrawl tonight. This game is my baby, and tonight I am pulling no punches. I'm so excited to be doing this. I'm so happy to have everybody here. So let's, without further ado, let's go ahead and get on with our game. So our team, the 5 people you see tonight in the team name, these are the Division 3 Xcrawl squad known as the Chaos Bastards of Doom, put together by Arnaud, the messenger of Discordia herself. They're a hot new group coming out on the Division 3 circuit. So you all have been for a while. Your agent has been looking for a first event to kick you guys off in the Adventure League, and finally they found it. The Memphis Crawl 20, the 20th running of the season opener. It's super exciting to have all of y'all there. So when we meet our group, we're going to go ahead and start off in the green room, where the 5 members of the group have just been escorted in after showing up in Memphis, and are now meeting our producer. When you guys come in, you see a woman. She's standing there. She has headphones on. She has a clipboard, and she sees you, and she kind of waves and sort of frantically waves you into the green room. Green room, this is the last room before the dungeon as you guys look around. So in here, there's a craft service table with food and coffee and beverages for y'all. There is a referee and a security guard and a cameraman and a sound guy and a hair and makeup person who's just waiting for one of y'all to sit down in her chair. The producer, she says, yeah, they just got here. No, the Chaos Bastards are doomed. The chaos. Roger, let me do my job. I am so sorry, everyone. Hi, welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming to our crawl here in the name of Apollo. Oh, and of course, sweet sister Discordia. You're all welcome here, and we're really glad to have you here for our season opener here at Memphis 20. Thank you so much for showing up. We're really excited. It's going to be a really great event. We're looking forward to seeing how the Chaos Bastards of Doom do against our setup here. Just be very aware. This is Division 3. This is a full lethal event. We ran a whole bunch of death row criminals through here in preparation, and the casualties were extremely high. So go out there and watch yourself. But remember, This is a game, and we're here to have fun. So enjoy yourself. Relax, smile, work the crowd. So we're going to be starting in about 15 minutes. She points over. There's a door in one wall, which right now the light over it is red. She goes, "That's the door to the dungeon." And in about 10 minutes, we're going to finish up the opening ceremonies. We'll set you up right there. We'll introduce you, and then it will be time to crawl. So if you have any questions, now's the time. Okay. In the name of Apollo and Sister Hera, the Chaos Bastards of Doom, I wish you all fortune. So y'all have like 15 minutes to get your gear on, pray, sharpen a sword, talk strategy, drink a cup of coffee, whatever it is you need to do to get y'all ready for a dungeon crawl. When at the appointed time, the producer lines you all up in front of the door in an AVS, which is an arcane video screen. I will use it a lot. It's a magical two-way television that you can use to talk to the DJ, the dungeon judge, and they can talk back to you through it. You're all lined up in front of there, and you watch just the tail end of the opening ceremonies, and you hear the announcer say, "Now it's time for the lady of the hour. She's the most dangerous woman in Memphis. She's been the dungeon judge of the Memphis Crawl for the last 20 years. Everyone, let's give a great big Memphis greeting to DJ Cudgel Up." And they play like Cudgel Up comes out. She's got a full formal toga on, huge big cheer. They play her clip, and you see all these adventurers going through her dungeon in the past, just getting completely wailed on and beaten and eaten up by monsters. When it's all over, she addresses the crowd directly. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming. We're very excited about the Division 3 season opening here for the Memphis Crawl. And let's meet our first team, ladies and gentlemen, coming here all the way from Kennesaw, Georgia. They are the Chaos Bastards of Doom.
Yeah.
Y'all get a huge big cheer. Hear a couple of ooh and a couple of "You're doomed" come from the back row. There's always a couple, right?
Screw you.
And she says, "Well, we're gonna go ahead and get started here in our dungeon and not delay you all any longer, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to begin. Chaos Bastards of Doom. From this moment forward, your lives are forfeit in the service of the Empire. We wish you all the luck in the name of Apollo, but this is Xcrawl, and no one's holding anybody's hands here. Begin!" And the light over the dungeon changes from red to green. And now, y'all are free to start the dungeon.
Hey.
All of the personnel leave the room, and they all kind of give you like they touch their forelock or give you a nod, a little bit of good luck,
I draw my long sword of chaos, and I prepare to move forward.
All right.
Yeah. Half orc is up front too.
Okay. Are you the one that's going to open the door?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a bow ready just in case something stupid happens, like something charges out at us.
Oh,
Right.
ready just in case something stupid happens. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So,
open the door.
Okay, so you open the door, but the half orc Kolsch is standing right in front of it. When you open the door, there's an sound, which means that an undetected trap has gone off. For a second, everyone's looking around like, what the hell happened? And then the back wall of the green room is smashed in as a wrecking ball nails it and blows shrapnel all over the room. Everyone, please make me a DC 12 reflex save. So roll D20 and add your reflex modifier for a 12 or better.
Oh, no. Good stuff.
Okay.
So 22 for me.
Oh,
You are good to go, Gibson.
21. Natural 20. 21.
Outstanding. Okay. For you guys who failed, y'all are going to take 3 points of damage as the back wall just breaks into 1,000 pieces and smashes into you guys, cutting and lacerating. And then, you guys are standing there, in the plaster dust and the wreckage of the room when a door in the wrecking ball itself opens up, and out jump 3 goblins. They have sports armor on and nunchucks. 3 of them kind of come cartwheeling out, doing leaps. They stand there in array for a second, and they rush over to y'all to the attack. So let's go ahead and roll initiative. Roll a D20 and add your initiative modifier there in your character sheet. You are going to need a 17 to beat the dealer. Look at me on fire already. Y'all got problems. Goblins, this is, and y'all recognize these. Oh, go ahead for.
I got 17.
You got a 17, so that matches me. And on a match, I always give matches to the players, so awesome. So it's a 17 for Kolsch.
15 for Scully.
15 for Scully.
3 for Gibson.
3 for Gibson. I think you're giving later. Turns out. Arnord.
Arnord got a 10.
10 for Arnord.
Arnord.
And I didn't mention it before. I didn't know you wanted to know it, but I made my save, so I don't have.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so you get to arm up, and you get hit with plaster dust, but you just deal because you are tough like that.
Jeb
and
is
then
on
last
a
but not least,
6.
Jebediah on a 6.
Well, that should teach us about doors.
I know, right? All right, so cool. So so Kolsch, you're actually up first. These three of the you recognize these as members of the Cudgel Up Dancers, her elite goblin beatdown squad that she's been working with for since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? These are probably like 5th generation goblins been doing it. Professional monsters. You know what I'm saying? They look like they know what they're doing. It's your attacks first, my friend. What's going to happen?
So they were behind me. I was up on the front, right? So there are people between me and them.
Yeah, you're kind of in the back now. You could rush past people, but yeah, the wrecking ball hit the back wall, blew it all out, ceiling fell in, food went everywhere, and then a door opened in the wrecking ball, and they just jumped out of there. They did cartwheels and came out of there, and now they're all like, ah, and ready for blood.
I'm gonna do a javelin first, and if possible, I'm gonna try to pin 2 of them together.
Pin 2 of them together with your D die. I love it. So roll a D20 plus your D die of a D3 and add your agility modifier and tell me how you do.
I got, do I add all this together?
Yes, add it all together, but then give me the D die separately though so I can tell you if your deed works or not.
15, 16, 17, 18, and my 18, and the thing was 2. Was
it 2? Okay. So what happens is you definitely hit one, but you didn't get a 3 on the D die, so you don't pin 2 together. But that was a really cool attempt, and it would have been a very cool starting off deed and screwed me up, but nice. So go ahead and roll me damage to that one. So roll me a die 6 for your javelin, plus the number on your D die, plus your strength modifier.
Okay. 10.
Yeah, you know what? You didn't pin them together, but you pinned that one real good. That javelin goes right through, hits him right in the breadbasket. He staggers backwards and falls back inside of the wrecking ball chamber. So just his feet are hanging out of there at the top. His friends look down and are like, ah! And now the 2 of them rush over there at Kolsch. And here comes some nunchuck action. I'm going to get an 11 and an 8. That's sad. The 2 of them come at you, nunchucks just flying and cannot connect. They're good, but they're not that good. Scully, it's your turn. You had your bow out. What are you going to do?
If that guy died, is that a mojo point for me? Because it says.
Take a point. Yes, you get a point of mojo for a solo kill. So in Xcrawl, we use the mojo system, which is exclusive to Xcrawl and Xcrawl Classics. And in this particular case, Dave Halfworks won a mojo point for a solo kill.
Nice.
So Scully, you're up, bro.
Scully. Okay. So so I guess one of these goblins I shall have a go at. So 14 and my short bow's +1, so that's 15.
That is a hit, which is a good thing because if you had, because he fired into a melee, which is bold. So go ahead and give me some damage on that fellow.
A mere 2, but
Mere 2. All right, that's okay. We're still up. It's time for Arnord to show himself devoted to chaos. Arnord, what's up?
I am standing back by the door. There is 2 goblins still standing, or did that second one?
There are 2 still standing. One got wounded by that arrow, but he is still very much in this fight.
I am going to walk up and attack with my long sword, since I already had it out.
Cool.
15, 17 to hit.
That is going to hit.
And just 2 damage.
Okay, he is still up, and he's ready to return nunchuck upon you, my friend. So we'll see what happens. That's you know what though? It's time for Jebediah to get in there with some hot brawl action.
Okay, going straight in with my signature move. Do you guys remember the video game Barbarian? Or Barbarian 2? Yeah, with a sort of spinning two-handed sword attack. That's what it's all about. So sort of pirouetting gracefully. Kind of hard on the goblin because he's a little short, right? But the plan being, if it all goes off, his head's coming off, right? But there's a flourish at the end. But let's roll that attack, right? So that is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. The deed doesn't go off, though. So I swing and I hit.
You swing and you hit, but you don't get the D die off. So, but go ahead and you don't get the D, the signature move, but you still attack and do damage. Are you going for the wounded one or the unwounded one?
I'm going for the unwounded one.
All right, do it up.
That is 6 points of damage with the deed plus the strength bonus.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to follow because I get as a brawler, I get like a second unarmed attack as well. So I'm going to lash out with my boot as well. Do I add my D die to that attack?
Yes, add your D die to hit and damage on your bonus attack as well.
Okay, so that would be a 13 to hit.
Yep. That's a hit.
That's a hit. What's the damage for the unarmed attack? Is that D3?
It's going to do a die 3 plus your deed plus your strength. That's 5 points of damage. Pow! So you hit him with the sword, and then follow up with a fist to the face. He makes the ugly look, and he staggers over, and he falls like the table that all the food was on was still laying there. He staggers over that, and winds up with his head in a pile of whipped cream. It's not a good look. It's not a good look, y'all.
Jebediah's going to reach down to the rest of the buffet and grab a drumstick and
drumstick. Absolutely, dude. And nothing has ever tasted so delicious. But speaking of delicious, give soon. Time for some gnome action. What are you gonna do, bro?
All right. There's one standing, right?
There is one standing. He is still up. He is looking down, and his buddy's like, "Uh-oh."
All right.
But it's all good.
All right. Well, I've got my crossbow ready. I'm gonna take a dashing kind of pose and make sure the light glimmers off of my glam makeup, streaked face, and fire a bolt at that guy. And that is a 15.
A 15 is going to hit, my friend. Roll me some damage up.
All right. So that is a 5.
Yeah, so he was already wounded. So you hit him in the head with that thing. He kind of staggers over. For 1 second, it looks like he's going to keep fighting. He comes at you with his nunchuck, swinging around. And it's just muscle memory. He just collapses to the ground. There's a huge, big cheer. They show on the overhead. They show the crowd out one of the main auditorium rooms, standing there and cheering. You guys all get a point of mojo for having defeated the first encounter.
All right.
And don't forget, spend those mojo points because if anybody rolls a 1 on an attack roll, spell check, or skill check in combat, they're all going away.
But just a reminder, we can only spend those for other people's stuff, yeah?
Precisely, yeah.
Okay.
Mojo points are for you. They represent teamwork, and you have to give them to people freely and before the die checks. So, you guys get a big cheer. So here's the deal: crowd is loving you. Why doesn't everyone take a stab at grandstanding? Give me a grandstanding check. D20 and add your grandstanding modifier from the character sheet there.
Ooh. 4. Not good at it.
15.
Oh yeah.
13.
I got a 20.
20. That gets you 2 points of fame.
I got a 19.
Gonna get you a point of fame.
All right.
15.
15. 1 point of fame. They love you, Scully. They really love you.
13.
What'd you get? A 13?
13.
13 is exactly what you need. Yes. Now if we were playing a campaign game here, fame is super important. Your fame score is your percentage chance of being recognized in public. Fame gets you all kinds of other benefits and things, but for this particular crawl, you want to hang on to your fame, count up to it, and you want to get a good, highest number is best number in this particular adventure. So the door is now open. You can see down the corridor. It is a short 30-foot hallway, and it ends in an old-timey elevator with the dual cage-style doors.
I'm going to pick up my javelin before I do anything else.
Javelin.
Get it out of the guy, so I still have 2. All right.
30 feet of potential traps.
Yeah. So perhaps a little late, I'll engage my danger sense.
Wow.
Should have been a safe room.
We're all warming up, Scully. Come on.
Yeah, go ahead and make your check.
Okay. 17. Yep.
So you think, at least in the immediate range, that you are safe, for the immediate, little bit there.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay, I'll kind of nod to somebody else to go first. It's safe. There you go.
Safe or safe?
Yeah.
So I do want to just for a point of order, your danger sense works against ambushes and hiding creatures, and not against mechanical traps. That's when you actually have to search for traps. But you think there are no ambushes between here and the elevator.
Okay, so it's not quite safe yet. So I'll also search for mechanical traps if I can.
All right, cool. Give me a check, friend.
Okay. Do I add? Is this modified by?
All your numbers have been added up.
Oh yeah, they are. They're all it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So find trap.
I'm a full service Xcrawl dungeon master, baby.
Okay, 12 plus 3, so that's 15.
All right, so Scully goes real slow down the hallway. He checks the walls. So the hallway is about 30 feet long. Okay, there are advertisements along either side, like the whole way down across. Most of them are static, but a couple of them are dynamic, and it's things like car insurance and fast food, things for sub-chieftain over there. As you guys you get down to the elevator door, you find no traps. You think it's clear.
Okay. All right. Okay. I need to.
Yeah. What about the door itself?
You can check it.
Yeah. Well, absolutely.
Hey, it's Xcrawl. The question is, are you paranoid enough?
Okay. So, that was a poor roll. So that's 5 in total.
Looks good to you.
Okay. I'm going to turn to Grolsch and I'm going to nod with a big smile. It's safe. Yeah.
Kolsch, you've heard the word, man. You think it's good?
All right. Then how does this thing open?
It's already open. It's got like 2 cage style, like accordioning doors, like out in the front of it, like really old style, you know?
Yeah.
So when you close it, you'll be able to look right out through the cage, out into the hallway.
Is there a switch in the elevator, like a lever?
There's actually one button in there. It's just like there's a panel, one button. It's unmarked.
Why don't you hit that button with your javelin? Poke it.
Touch it with poke it.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So you guys all get inside. Once y'all are in there.
Oh no, that's
no.
not what we said.
Nobody's getting inside.
So you kind of lean in and reach around and get it because it's on the inside, like we're on an elevator. You can do it, but when you press it, nothing happens. You suspect it because the doors are still open.
All right.
But a trap doesn't go off. Like no gun goes off or anything either. So that looks good.
Looking in the elevator, if I look up, is there a hatch in the roof, in the ceiling?
When you look at the top of it, on the top of it is an AVS. There's another arcane video screen up here, which means you're probably going to get some instructions or an advertisement or maybe some heckling from the DJ on your way down.
All right, let's just do it. Let's just go in.
Sure.
All right.
Got nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
We didn't get all dressed up for nothing.
Forward, Team CBD.
Okay.
All right. Oh, you guys.
Chaos Bastards of Doom.
Oh, named after the famous New Orleans Central Business District. Well, fantastic.
Central Bank.
Responsive.
Yeah. So I love it. So y'all pile into the room, And once you're inside there, somebody hits a button and the elevator starts going down. And sure enough, when it starts going down, first of all, it passes through like 3 levels, and every level is full of monsters. It's like the whole monster manual is there, and they're just threatening, oh, I'm going to get, goblins and orcs and, neo-Otyos and every other thing. And they're just screaming at you. And like, some of them actually know who you are. One's like, Jeremiah, I am going to eat your family. That kind of action as you guys go down in there. And as they're talking, there's on top of there, the screen goes on, the AVS goes on, and you see, looking down at you, you see DJ Cudgel up, and the girl from Ipanema playing in the background, and she's like, all right, crawlers, get ready for the ride of your lives. Your task is to survive my dungeon, defeat all the monsters or force a surrender. Surrender is always allowable if the monsters are amenable. Get your way all the way to the end. I have 3 hostages hidden in the dungeon. You must find the jester, the queen, and the king in order to make it to the last room and be qualified for the final. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Xcrawl, and the gods are watching. And it clicks off just as you go past the last level, which is all undead, like the whole way down there. When it gets to the final level, the doors open up, and here's what you see. So you were in like a 40-foot by 30-foot room. Okay, so it's like 40 feet long. You're at the top of a ramp. Okay, so when you're looking down the ramp, on the far side of the room, there are 2 doors leading out of here. Okay, one's got a tiger, one's got a lady. Lady's got a fan, she's holding it coyly. Tiger is in relief there, getting ready to rear up. Okay, there is also, when you look to your right from the ramp, you see that there are 6 giant ants down there at the bottom, like at the bottom of the ramp. Okay, beyond them, you can see on the east side wall there's a dark porthole in the wall. It's about like 3 foot wide, about 2 feet off the ground. You can just see it in the darkness there, but you can't actually make it through. There's also one more door in here, which is a no-go door. So all of you players know that a no-go door means it's a door going to backstage. So you can go through one if you want to, but that means you're disqualified. In other words, before you die, you could run out and try to like make a mad dash to survive. But it's considered a dishonor, and it probably will be the end of your Xcrawl career. However, you will survive. So for right now, as the door opens up, you see 6 giant ants. The giant ants, they have got some kind of armored vest on across their thoraxes, and each one has like an ancient Roman style boar bristle helmet on top of its head too. And as you come in, they're all like and watching you and getting ready to come up and see you about lunch plans. So
they have supplied mounts. Let's get some mounts.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you should totally do. That would be awesome. So let's roll initiative. I got a 1. I'm back in form for initiative. So.
I got a 1 as well.
Do you really? Okay. So is that your total for that as a 1? My ant's going up actually 2.
It is. I don't think. No, that's a 2. I'm a 2 as well.
All right. So you're on 2. So Jebediah is going to go on 2.
Gibson's got a 15.
Gibson on 15.
Kolsch on 11.
Okay, Kolsch on 11.
Scully's 18.
Scully on 18. Look at you, pole position.
Hey.
And last but never least, our Nord on 3. You're still before the ants.
Glorious 3.
All right, so the ramp goes down to the far end of the room, okay? But as you guys like look to your right, you can see the ants are on the other side of it, like over the side of the ramp, waiting there for you. Boar bristle helmets, armored vests on, and just hungry. So, Kolsch, you are up first.
Really? With an 11?
Oh, I thought you said 17.
So that was me.
Oh, you know what? I'm on the wrong page. That was fun. Hey, Scully, you're up first.
Okay, so these ants are. Do you say they're at the bottom of the ramp or to the side?
Yeah, they're to the side of the ramp. So if you were to take the ramp all the way down its length, it's about 30 feet, you'll be on their level. But you could take like 1 step off to the right and jump down and like, aha, and surprise one if you wanted to get fancy. Mind you, it's about a 15-foot drop. So.
Okay, what do my Alchemist charges do?
Okay, so an Alchemist Charge is a tiny little minor firebomb. If you hit with it, it does 1d6 fire damage, and it continues. If the creature doesn't stop, drop, and roll and put it out with a saving throw, it'll do one more d6 fire damage the next round.
Well, I'll throw one of them down there. That's
Okay,
a good idea.
Ant's getting a firebomb. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Okay. Ones are bad, aren't they? I've rolled a 1, natural.
Yes, they are. So we got a couple of things have happened here, okay?
Yeah.
So that one attack roll, everyone's mojo points go to 0. You lose all your mojo
Sorry.
points. So, hey, spend them. It wouldn't have saved you in this particular round. And then also, I need you to do a fumble check. Roll me a D, whatever your fumble check is according to your armor there on this character sheet.
D4.
All right, so roll me a D4.
And I get a 3.
A 3. Your weapon comes loose in your hand. You quickly grab it, but your grip is disrupted. You take a -2 penalty on your next attack roll. So you nearly drop the firebomb on your toe. But like at the last minute, you're like, ah! And you catch it before it actually goes down. Okay, so you can still go next round, but you're -2 to hit on whatever it is you wind up doing.
Okay.
So,
cool.
Okay, so that didn't work out great for Scully, but that's okay though because I do believe Gibsoon is about to do something Gibbs awesome.
All right, yeah. So Gibsoon's got this spell called Hocus Pocus.
Nicely.
And I think I'm going to cast that and try to maybe make all of us invisible.
Sounds good.
Depending on how high I roll, that is.
All right.
And my spell check is what? It's a 3. Oh, yeah, that's great. That's a 5.
So at least you didn't roll a 1, because then we'd have to look up tables and the whole, it'd be messy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, so on a 5, that spell does not work, and you're going to lose that for the rest of the day. Remember, you can cast it one more time by doing a point of spell burn.
All right.
That's all right, though, because the battle continues. And next on the hit parade is... it is actually Kolsch this time on 11. Kolsch, let's do something horrific damage. Would you? Can I get you to something real violent?
Huh. Well, I'm contemplating the jumping down, but there'd be 6 on 1. That's just not right.
Nope.
So instead,
the ants look like they'd be cool with it though.
Right, exactly.
You know.
Okay, javelin.
All right, javelin. Go ahead and do it.
So I roll a 12. Do I add anything to that? I'm sorry, I should know this.
That's cool. You roll your D20, and then you also roll your D3 on top of that. Add that, and then add your agility modifier as well. You get to use your agility modifier when you're doing ranged attacks.
Okay, 20.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. So that would be a very palpable hit. And
No, I'm sorry. I did that math wrong. That's 12 plus 3 is 15. 16.
It's a hit. It's a big old hit. Just roll me some damage, my friend.
All right.
So you roll a D6 plus whatever you got on that D3 check plus your strength modifier. You did one range.
Okay. Eight.
What was that?
8.
8 points of damage. Well, guess what, my friend? You get a point of mojo for a solo kill as you stab the first one down. Oh, God. Thorin, you're the gnome. So when everyone's mojo went to 0, you get an automatic mojo on top of that. So you get that's your team mascot thing. I forgot about that. So you also have 1 point of mojo at this point. So whenever the gnomes hold the team together, so whenever everyone's mojo goes down to 0, you get 1. So
Gotcha.
You'll start with 1. Cool.
Gotcha.
All right. So y'all saw Kolsch just went down there and whoosh, just whipped a javelin and just literally pinned one to the floor, went right through his wacky armor. Who puts armor on an ant anyway? But it's time for our Nord to do something unforgettable.
These army ants, because they're wearing armor, army ants, scare me. But I'm not going to admit that on camera.
No,
I'm going to buff
apparently
myself
scared
up.
Jeff McDevitt too. Sorry, Jess.
gonna buff myself up with a bless spell. Bless
Okay.
power. So
Give yourself some holy act bless.
1d20 plus anything.
Same thing for your holy act. I think it's a die. It should be plus.
Oh, plus 3. Yeah, 1d20 plus 3. All right, got it. Ooh, a 16 plus 3 is a 19.
Outstanding.
For one encounter, I have +1 to attack, damage, saving throw, skill check, and spell check.
Fantastic, bro. And that counts holy acts as well. So, no, it doesn't. Sorry. I don't remember. It does not. Those rules changed a lot. All right. So, you're good to go. You are fully. You are blessed to kill, my friend.
16 plus 3. That's a 1d3 bonus. Oh, all right.
D3, roll it up. I thought it sounded low.
So that's a 2. So I got a +2.
Brilliant.
Or one encounter.
So suddenly, for a moment, there's an ill wind blows across the whole place and such, and it only seems to mess with Arnold's hair, and
purple arrows shine out in all directions.
I love it, man. I love it. All right, that was awesome, and you are ready to go. And that's when Jebediah does something Jebba-delicious.
I'm just going to lob an arrow, I think.
All right.
It is what it is. 13, 14, 15, 16 to hit.
I'm sorry, did you say 16?
16, yep.
Yeah, that's going to be a total hit. Give me some damage, my friends.
It says on the character sheet D3, is that right for a short bow here?
No, it should be a D6. Oh, that's a goof up.
That's 8.
Yeah, you also kill one. Kadoosh! Yeah, you shoot through one up with an arrow. There are 4 left, and it is their turn. So they actually come crawling up the side of the ramp over there.
Do I get a mojo for that for a one-shot kill?
You get a mojo for that for a one-shot kill. For if that's that's right. So they are crawling up here and coming to the attack. So one is going after Scully. I'm on here. That is a plus. Okay. Oof! I got a fumble. That's crap.
No, it's not. That's brilliant. do it again, please.
One of them's taking a -2 on their attack. The one that comes after you, Scully, comes up the side of the thing and then nearly falls off the edge of the ramp. Ooh, little legs all flailing. That giant helmet seems to be throwing his game off. It's like crap. Nice. So he's in a -2. I got one that is going to crawl up here and it's going after Gibson. That is going to be a 5. That's terrible. I got one going after Kolsch. Ooh, 14. Does a 14 get you, Bernardy?
No. It does not.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
And the last one, he decides he is mad at Jebediah. Jebediah, this guy comes up over the side and is going to get a total of just a donut. He rolls just a grapefruit. That's terrible. So they come up there in a completely ineffectual attack. The whole bunch of them just crawl up over the side and do just squat all. That is terrible. But that's okay, though, because it's top of the order. Scully, you got one in your grill. He has a -2 to hit next round. But if I was you, I wouldn't even give him the chance to get that off if you can manage it.
Well, okay. So I've still got this firebomb. So I'm going to try and just drop it down in front of him. It's kind of like a throw.
Sure, take a -2 on that for your fumble last round.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Okay, so that's 12 -2 + 1. So that's an 11.
Yeah, that's a miss. And you know what?
I'll give him a point of my one of my mojo to bring it up.
Can anyone else throw him one more?
I got him.
I've got
so,
luck,
yeah.
haven't okay.
No, try to spend mojo before luck. Now, here it goes. Technically, you got to call out mojo points before the die roll, but since it's the first one of the game, I'm going to go ahead and allow it for this. No, we're all new here. We're all learning. I'm allow it for this one, just so going forward. with those 2 points of mojo added in, that's going to go ahead and hit, and not as a force of luck check that was going to have you actually catch your pants on fire. So go ahead and roll me damage. It's going to do a die 6 damage.
Okay.
That would have been nice if
6.
you had like ants in your pants and pants on fire.
Devil's double whammy, baby.
Perfect combination at 6 points of damage.
Perfect combination.
Are they
best
fire
possible combination?
ants?
So now they are. At least the one is. All right, so check it out, Scully. That one is on fire, and remind me on your next round, if that one is still alive, he will take an additional die 6 fire damage from fire.
Okay.
So we'll see how he does. It is time for Gibson.
Right. Yeah, I think I think I'm gonna try another spell on these guys. Actually,
All right.
I'm
What's it gonna be?
gonna do some smoke and mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors. I love it.
Call a little a chaos to the already chaotic battle. Oh my gosh. And I'm terrible at spells, apparently. That is another 5 roll, so that is lost to me as well.
Yes.
I'm not telling you what to do, Thorin, but if that was me, I'd be swapping that dice out.
Ooh, yeah, might need to.
All right. Gibson doesn't try. This is actually your first adventure with like live steel and live monsters, and it's a lot more nervous back from when you used to play with padded
anxiety.
weapons. Yeah, I've been there. I haven't been there. No, I'm kidding. So Kolsch, I need you to represent. There is a giant ant right in front of you that is intent on disemboweling you. You gonna let that kind of crap go on?
Exactly. 2-handed sword, and I'm gonna try to. If it doesn't die, I'm at least trying to sweep it at its feet so that it's gonna fall down on the.
Fall down knock it over the edge of the ramp.
Yeah.
Plus que parfait. Give me a roll, bro.
15, but a 1 on my D die. So.
Okay, so that's going to hit and do damage. So you roll your D, your weapon damage, plus 1 for your D die, plus your strength modifier on this, and we'll see how it does.
Let me find a 10-sided over here. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so that one is still up and kicking you, but I mean, he just took a pretty big sword hit, and you didn't get a high enough D die to knock him over the side, but that is all good because Arnord has got your back. Arnord, what you gonna do, bro?
Now that I am powered up with my chaos power, I run up with my long sword, and I'm gonna hit that same one.
Outstanding. It's the same one that Kolsch just hit.
Right.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Finish him off.
Let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only a 12 to hit.
You can burn a couple points of luck, but that's your option. These are armor class 14 with a little helmets and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn the 2 luck to get there.
Heck yeah. All right, so go ahead and roll me damage.
All right, 1d8 plus damage plus 3. So 5 points of damage.
Arnord steps up to the wounded one, the one that Kolsch just hit, and jumps up and is like, "For Discordia!" Cuts it in half. Big cheer, and fight continues. So we are going to keep going down. Jebediah, there's one right in front of you.
Okay, so I did have my bow drawn. Can I swap to my longsword?
Yes, you can as your move action.
And yeah, can I swing that longsword? I'm actually gonna try and pin it to the ground. Two-handed sword. I'm gonna try and bring it down and stab straight through it, pin it to the ground. Yeah, and then I'm gonna bring the heel of my boot right into its face. That's the plan. Anyway, I swing. Deed does not go off, but that is a. What was my strength from mine? That was 11, 12, 13. That's a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Okay, and swinging my boot into its face, that's only a 5, so that's not going to hit, I presume.
No, it is not.
Okay.
But go ahead and give me damage your first attack.
Damage for my two-handed sword is 8 points.
8 points of damage. Well, I'll tell you what. While your grand plans for ripping this thing apart and pitting him into things didn't work out, killing him went just fine. You know, you stabbed him real good.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
Yep. Went right through his helmet and just like came out of the bottom part. Yeah, dragged that back thing in there. And he kind of staggers a few paces and falls over dead. So there are 2 left. So the one, I'm going to roll. So the one's going after Scully. Scully, you've got a burning ant trying to see you about his grievances.
And he's -2 because he fumbled, didn't he?
Gotcha. So that's not a 19, it's a 17. The 17 gets you.
Yeah, it still hits.
No, that's great. So you are going to take 4 points of damage.
Ouch.
And then give me a strength check versus my strength check.
Strength check.
You got to get a 13 or better.
Okay. A 15.
I'm going to give him some mojo.
Oh, okay. How many points of mojo? That counts.
I got 1.
Yeah, so take a 16. You know what? That 16 puts him over. That's an assist. Well done. So what happens is he gets a free like grab and lift on you. So he tries to actually like pick you up, but he doesn't pull it off for this round. So he winds up, while he has hit Scully, he has not walked off with Scully, which was his plan. And that's fantastic. Well done.
Thank you.
Good save there. And I got one more going. It is, you know, I'm going to roll random because it's gotten chaotic over here. Roll random amongst the other ones over there. He likes Gibson. So Gibson, guess what? I got an attack for you. You were going to take, does a 12 get you?
A 12 does not get me.
Yeah, he comes out to, pincer action, but you are too swift for him. He cannot connect, and you are all over him like a cheap suit. We're going to move down. Scully, it is your turn. Roll me a die. 6, please.
Oh, yes. Okay. 1.
No. Well, he's still, believe it or not, the fire goes out and my ant is still alive. He is still in this fight, so it's your turn. What are you going to go for?
Okay, well, so pull out my short sword and I'm going to try and stab him.
All right.
9. No.
9's going to miss.
Yeah.
Gibson.
All right, enough spell casting. It's time with a new die to roll my crossbow right in this ant's face, hopefully.
Okay, the wounded one or the unwounded one?
The one that was coming after me.
Gotcha.
So,
that one. So
that one. So that's a 16.
That's gonna hit. Give me damage.
All right. And that is a 6.
Yeah, it's a great shot. You hit him. You go right through his armor and pin him somewhere in his thorax. That's a word, right? Thorax. He is still up, but he kind of, for a moment, he loses his footing and he falls down to his chest, but he gets back up in a heroic ant moment and is still dragging himself over and trying to eat you. Which I think you got to admire the guy. You know what I mean? He's going for it.
Most definitely.
He's in to win it, but so is Kolsch. Kolsch, there are 2 left. Both of them have been wounded. One is bothering the gnome, Thorin. The other one is after Scully. What are you going to do?
How close am I to both of them?
You know, it's kind of a scrum right now. You can swing this way and get the one, or lean this way and get the other one. They're kind of all, it's a pile.
All right. I'm gonna get the one who was going after the gnome.
Outstanding.
I'm gonna run and stab him with 2-handed sword.
All right, I want to see you do it.
Woo! I rolled a 14 and a 3 on my deed dice.
Oh, you slash that thing. Give me damage.
10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ah, man, you rip through that one and destroy it. The one that was over there in front of Gibson just dies. There's one left. It's on its last legs. I mean, he's got 4 of them left, but still, its last 4 legs. And it is time for our Nord to do something normal.
I flick the blood of the first one off my longsword, and then I'm going to take those 4 legs out on that last one.
Get him.
Or not with a 7.
Yeah, man. He kind of dodges. He can't believe he's still alive. He's looking around like, whoa, I'm taking home all the marbles. and looking at you like, nom, 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 nom. Just a hungry. That is, unless Jebediah can do something Jebediahcal. What you gonna do, bro?
I'm just gonna swing that sword. Yeah, no particular deed. I'm just gonna smash it up.
I hear you.
So that was 18. That's an unnatural 20 to hit.
Yes.
And following up with a kick as well, that would be a 15. So I'm guessing both of those land.
Both do land.
So of course my deed goes off the time I don't specify a deed.
How you don't call it.
8,
Always the way, man.
10 points of damage with the sword and 5 points of damage with the kick.
Okay, so you slash it and then you kick it right off the ramp. Wah! Where it falls down dead. It is gone, but they don't, however, blow the buzzer. They don't hit the air horn. That means this room is somehow not over. So as looking around in there, so if you're still at the top of the ramp, so at the bottom of the ramp, okay, there's a bottom of the ramp, it goes another 10 feet, and then there's those 2 doors like I described, and then there's that porthole in the wall over there on the east wall.
How high is that porthole up on the wall?
The porthole is about 2 feet off the ground, and it's about 3 feet wide.
Okay.
That's no
like
line, surely, right?
That's what I was thinking.
Over.
Can I just
There goes your head.
So we got a healer.
Yes.
Yeah, you might see some blood dripping from various parts of my body, and pincers and stuff like that, of course.
Are you severely damaged?
Okay, well, 4 out of 11 I have left, so one more hit would take me out.
I will heal
Scully
you then
needs
for the
food.
mojo.
Badly.
No, I'm kidding. I only hit mojo if you're at 0 hit points.
Okay, well, stab me with a dagger. That was a max D4. And then
I had considered that. I was like, if someone's got 1 hit point, can I stab them and then heal them?
I mean,
All right. I'm gonna lay hands. I'm gonna lay on hands on Scully there. Let's see here.
Thank you.
Retired that other D20. Oh, right on the edge there. 8 plus 3, 9, 10, 11. Is my +2 from that bless? Are we still in an encounter? Is this the end of the encounter?
No, that +2 for the bless still is in effect.
All right. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, which means as a teammate, you get 2 hit dice, I believe, yes?
Yep, and you use a die 6, but you're only first level, so you can only get the benefit of 1. So roll 2d6, and the highest die is how many points you get back.
Okay. 5 and a 1, so that's 5. So that's
5
good, yeah.
points back. Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're feeling way better, way better.
Oh. Yeah, good.
All
Right.
right, while this is happening, I've got my battery lantern, and I was going to go peek in that hole to the side.
All right, so Gibson walks down there around the ramp. You walk over to there, and you hold your lantern out there. You do it, and it flashes light in there, and you see that it's a big, wide room with a moving carpet. The carpet is like, blub, 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 blub. And there's a thing hanging over there. You kind of like, once you actually like look in a little closer and sort of like break the pane of the porthole, they light it up back there. Lights go on, and here's what you see. That was not a moving carpet. That is about 2 feet thick of actual size regular ants. Just billions and billions and billions of them, all throughout there. And then midway through the room, hanging from the ceiling, tied up and gagged, you see a jester. Full motley, bells, the makeup. He's like, that's a quote. You can quote me on that.
Can't say that on television nowadays.
Okay. So the tunnel goes in, and there's a glass pane, and I can see through the glass pane the ants.
It's not a glass pane. It's just like the plane of the.
Gotcha.
Once you put something through there, they lit it up.
The motion sensor.
So, it's about the room's only about 20 foot by 20 foot. But like I said, like it's about 2 feet thick of ants crawling around there on the bottom floor there.
Well, I've got rope and a grappling hook. We might could,
hook him
Hook
over.
it into him.
Yeah, I mean, they said he has to be alive. It doesn't have to be like well off.
Did they?
As long as he's
I thought they
breathing.
just said find him.
Yeah, so
We found him.
picture it. No,
Yeah.
he's hanging from the ceiling, like suspended with his arms behind his back. If you hook him, like you can drag him this way, and he'll like come closer, but he won't necessarily be able to. You won't necessarily be able to unhook him from the ceiling that way. And if you did, he'd fall, be in the ants, and you get to drag him in. It'd be a whole thing. So, and from watching a lot of Xcrawl, you figure they probably would be,
Yeah, violence
No
or something.
fire. We don't have any fire.
Yeah.
I've
Do
got
any of
my-
your
got
any of
my-
the spells like maybe like a burst of wind or something that could blow the ants away?
What if we drag one of these dead ant carcasses, like pieces, and toss them into the corners and see if they swarm that way because they're hungry enough to eat one of their own?
That's pretty cool. I like that.
that could work. You want to try it?
Okay.
Yeah. Start hacking
Alright.
pieces off of the thorax.
Gotcha. So you get a couple. You guys spend a minute. One of the ants is already cut in half, so that was easy. You spend a couple of minutes cutting these ants up, and then sort of from the edge there, throw them into the corners. And yeah, sure enough, I mean, there's still a few you'll have to walk on, but they definitely swarm all over these things and just start, just taking them to pieces.
Perfect.
What
So
do you reckon, Kolsch? If we push it, mind you, it's only a small opening, isn't it? Big orc. I was just thinking,
It's 3 feet wide. You can step through it.
we just dash in together, Kolsch, and sort of grab, scoop him up an arm each and turn him around, bring him out.
We could. We could throw a bunch more dead ant in there and give them something else to
like
eat.
you could use them like stepping stones even, perhaps.
Yeah.
They were wearing helmets and something else.
Oh, breastplate.
Yeah.
There you go, breastplate.
Yeah, little stylized Roman-looking breastplate type thing.
Like a cuirass. Sure.
Yeah, cuirass, but it's got made for a giant ant.
How
What
is
do we
it?
purpose built?
They
Yeah, right.
literally paid someone to make these.
Xcrawl, baby. They
Big money.
they spare no expense.
So maybe we could use them as like stepping stones, so you don't have to step into the ants. Put them down and step on them to get there.
Well, it's
And
they've
we'll keep
actually
chucking pieces of ant in there.
you throw enough ants in there where it actually like gives you like a little bit of a window where if you're quick you can get in there and reach them down.
That's what I was thinking. Like throw some
Alright.
ants in there.
Yeah, let's.
Give them something to chew on,
Savages eating
and
their
then
Okay, so you guys go ahead and take him down and free him. Am I right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
Rush
yeah,
back out of there.
so once you get him out of there, and like you bring him back into the main, like get him back into the main room, they blow the air horn. You guys have successfully won the room. So everyone gets a point of mojo, and if you want to, you can spend around grandstanding and work the crowd for a minute. 13 or better gets you 1 point of mojo. A 12 or better gets you 2 points of mojo.
Wait,
a
you
natural
mean 2
20
points of
gets
fame?
Oh, sorry, 13 or better gets you 1 point of mojo. 20 or better gets you 2 points.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
Natural 20, 2 points of mojo.
Natural 20 for me as well.
Is it
We're
is
just
it mojo
wasting
we're
these
getting, or
20s,
is it-
though.
Is it mojo we're getting, or is it
Not
fame?
mojo, sorry, fame.
Fame.
Sorry,
Yeah.
confused.
Man.
Okay.
rolled 18 plus 3 is a 21.
21, 2 points of fame.
I'm like
7. I'm like
carrying an
huh?
ant
What?
head
Oh.
around, showing it to all the cameras with my longsword, like holding it up, toss it into the porthole.
They're loving it. All right. Yeah, you throw it in there. And now that you have the jester free, he's just Velcroed like together. So he kind of comes out of his bond, takes his gag off, and like, oh, wow, thank you, CBD. You rescued me from those horrifying ants. Great job, everybody. And for defeating those ants, you guys are going to get the prize. And he kind of like wriggles over it with his hindquarters, hits a panel on the wall that opens up. And once it opens, there is stuff inside there, and the announcer says, for defeating the
Ants.
for defeating the giant ant room, the players have won the following, and they give you your prize. You guys win 500 gold pieces.
Nice.
And also in there is a potion of minor healing in there for each one of you. There are 5 potions of minor healing that heal back 1d4 hit points.
All right.
And also the announcer says, now it's time to choose an envelope. And in the back of the panel there are 6 envelopes. Each envelope has a letter on it, and it says X, C, R, A, W, or L.
XCR. Right, yeah.
I would say A for a Nord, but I think we should go with C for chaos.
Yeah.
All right, you guys get the envelope C, and envelope C gets you an additional 100 gold pieces.
All right.
Oh, nice.
400. Or wait.
And the jester lines up with you for a final shot. Like, well, thanks so much, and I look forward to the rest of the action. Thank you, and may Apollo bless. And he's like, are we clear? Holy gosh, those ants stunk. I can't believe this. Oh, man. I'm calling my agent after this one. Hey, good luck, guys. Okay, thanks for the rescue. Jesus,
Yeah.
I can still feel him. I can still feel him.
It's gonna be nightmares for days.
Yeah.
I know, right? So he goes out through the no-go door there. A referee lets him out, and there are the 2 doors that are leading out of here. The one door is the one door has got an embossed tiger on it. The other door has got like a 18th century style lady coyly holding a fan in front of everything but her eyes.
So I feel like these doors represent the king and queen, possibly. Maybe the king is actually the king of the jungle, and he's a tiger, and we have to rescue a tiger instead of a person.
Look, wasn't Lion king of the jungle? But,
Well, lions don't live in jungles, right?
they don't, do they?
No.
No.
Everything school taught us is wrong.
Haven't you watched The Lion King, though? Come on.
I don't.
No, me neither.
Jungle
King of the
Book all the way.
Savannah, which just doesn't roll off the tongue the same way.
No, it doesn't.
So yeah, well,
Yeah, it's a good
that's all
point.
I have to say. I'm not going to make a decision.
Yeah.
It's like leaping tiger, hidden dragon, or something.
Oh.
Hidden lady.
Yeah,
I
let's
say we
not-
just
Let's not
roll a
fight
die.
dragon.
Odd, even.
All right. let's do it.
Odd woman, even tiger.
Yeah, roll it.
Yeah,
Come on.
and then have
We
the
should have
and
the audience roll for us.
then, and then get
Someone
the
in the
specialists
audience,
to.
someone in Twitch
Yeah,
chat. You
Someone
roll
in
guys
chat.
are- Twitch
Someone in
chat.
chat.
Tell us even or odd. See, grandstanding.
We're waiting.
Who's there? Jeremy, Chuck, one of you, somebody.
Anybody?
I'm gonna give him a 3,
There's a delay, so maybe they're just not
Well,
getting
that's
it.
Yeah.
5, 4.
They're all running for the dice now.
Odd. There
Ah,
we go.
noggin draws.
Right.
Well done.
Oh, 2 odds. It's definitely odd. Even odd, the tiger.
Okay. They're all odd. They're all odd.
They're all like the
Our whole-
tiger. Who cares?
Our whole audience is odd. I could have told you that.
All right. Odd it is. Scully, would you like to check this door?
Indeed, yes, I shall take a look at the door.
Which door are you checking?
Tiger, wasn't it?
Yes.
Tiger door. Okay, go
Tiger.
ahead. Give me
So-
a check.
Looking carefully for up and down, and 8 plus. So it would be fine trap. That's the 11 in total.
Okay. So you don't find any traps behind this door, but you do, while you're down there checking, you hear crowd noise from behind it, which means somewhere down the way is probably an arena room where you'll actually be facing like a big, whole big mess of folks.
Okay, well, I shall relay that info. Are we still happy to go down this route?
The audience decided we must.
Yes. Okay.
Better way to gain fame.
I'll open the door. Then.
Gotcha. All right, so you open the door, the hallway, another hallway about like 40 feet down. There's a door at the end of it, and now the door is open. You can all hear crowd noise from the other side of it. It's like there's got to be at least a couple of thousand people out there, and in what must be a big arena style room.
Okay. So again, a check for traps and danger sense down this corridor?
Sure. Give me a check for traps roll.
Yeah. Okay. Check for traps. 11 plus 3, that's 14.
You don't find any traps in the hallway itself. You get to look around. It looks cool to you.
Okay. And then danger sense. 12 plus 1, 13.
All right. You are very sure that there is something in that next room. Maybe not this, like, you know that there's monsters out over there, but you don't know that it's necessarily going to be an ambush as per se. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So again, pass on that info, and then should we move along the corridor?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's go out there.
Okay.
Ready your weapons.
Yes, bow drawn. So what's the door at the end? Assume there's a door at the end of the corridor. So what's
there is a door at the end of the corridor. All the doors here look pretty much alike. There are security doors. The lady in the tiger door were different. Most of them have the Crawl logo on them at some place. They look like, they're tough. The DC to kick down these doors maybe a 15 because they're built for adventurers who love to kick down doors.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And when you're on the far side of it, you can totally hear the crowd like just cheering and
Let's walk out there with style.
Mm.
All right, you're
Who's
gonna go
kicking
for
the
it.
door down?
Do you want to kick the door down?
Well, it's not really my thing. I'll step back. Somebody who's more muscular. I'm made for the job.
Kolsch
13.
sounds like a.
Yeah, I want to kick the door down.
All right.
Kick the door down. D20. Add your strength mod.
D20. Mercy.
Yeah, D20, and actually, if you're a warrior, so you can actually add your D die to this. It's a door kick.
Of TNT.
22.
Right, yeah.
Got a 19 plus the 3.
That's beautiful. So, y'all see Kolsch kicks that door open. Kadoosh! Door flies open, and now, it's like
And now he's a
big arena in here. Okay, so go ahead.
And now he's a pincushion. Right?
Giant fist comes down.
Exactly.
No, actually, you guys are in the back of this huge, big arena room. Okay. As you wander in, here is what you see. So there's about 5,000 people here in the stadium stands. All of them get to your feet and start cheering. They're all dressed. This is Xcrawl, and really only the real rich can afford to actually come and see it live. So you see a lot of formal suits and evening gowns. You see a couple of formal togas, the real old school, like old money types. You know what I mean? Like the main dominating thing in here on the far wall from where you come in is that there is built into the far wall is a castle. It is entirely gray, completely gray castle. Walls about 15 feet high. It's got like a portcullis out in front of it. And standing in front of the portcullis is a guard. Guard is dressed in like full-on Roman gear, okay? But he is completely gray. Gray skin, gray armor, gray helmet, gray, and he has a spear at hand, completely gray. On the two corners of the castle, there are two towers there, and in each tower, crenellations all the way across the top, and in each tower there is another guard up there. Looks exactly like the first guy. Those two have slings. They're swinging their slings around, and their slings are gray. On your side here, there are two barriers. There's a barrier you can get to like in one movement rate, and then like fairly close, and then a farther barrier. So it's like there are two barriers that are facing the outside of this castle. You guys can like go up and hide behind before you actually get in the castle. The near barrier you can get behind in a movement action. It's about like 25 feet away. The far one would take a movement action and then so it would take 1.5. Huge big cheer on the back wall behind the castle is a giant big banner, and it says Freakachu Cola welcomes you to the assault on Castle Grayscale. And then it's got a whole bunch of little sponsor like logos all across the bottom of it, sponsored room. Over the whole thing is a giant big ABS scoreboard slowly rotating over the whole arena. Got your names on there, your statistics. One side's got a big advertisement for Pikachu Cola, and one has actually got like the the dungeon stats for players killed. It's, so far it's 0, but it's early. So let's go ahead and roll initiative, because these guys are getting ready to throw rocks at you with a big sling. And they are going to go on 18. I'm on fire, y'all.
Yeah.
So 4 for Gibson.
4
13.
for Gibson.
13.
13 for Kolsch. What'd you get for Jebediah?
8.
8 for Jebediah.
I also got an 8, a Nord, and I have a -1 for agility. So I figured
All right,
that.
I think you're going to be
Got
after
plus one.
Jebediah.
Yeah.
Scully got 11.
Okay, so it is the Defenders, then Kolsch, then Scully, then Jebediah, then a Nord, and then Gibson. So here is what happened. So the guard that's standing in front of the portcullis just stands his ground. He readies himself in case somebody charges there. Okay, so he's going to have a held action. If one charges up on him, he's going to give him a little stabby stab. The two guards that are in either tower, they are going to sling rocks down upon you. And one is going to go at Scully, and one is going to, they're both shooting at Scully. I don't know why. I don't know what you did to piss them off, but they're mad. That's going to be a 19 and 20. Hey, you get hit twice with 2 rocks.
Man.
The Defenders are on fire, guys.
Okay.
And how about 6 points of damage from two rocks? Kabam! Kabam!
Is that 6 in total off both of them?
That is 6 in toto.
Okay.
And then also,
Ouch.
you hear something over the crowd noise, over the roar, and over the music that's playing. You guys hear this kind of a weird mechanical noise, like you're not sure what that means, but whatever it was, it just took place.
Okay.
So it is Kolsch. You are first.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna javelin one of those guys throwing rocks.
Okay, so they have got a little bit of cover from their crenellations back there, but I'm sure you're up to the task. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Do I get agility on this or not?
Yeah, so D20 plus your D die plus your agility modifier. Yes, sir.
16.
Oh, yeah, that's a hit. It's barely but a hit. Give me damage.
All right.
It would be a die 6 plus whatever you got in your D die plus you actually don't get your strength modifier. You're out of 1 range or commit. You're too far. But you do get your strength, your weapon plus your D die.
9.
9 points damage. So you didn't need it, as it turns out. So the one on the near tower, he comes in and takes a javelin to the chest. He kind of spins around and F troops right off the top there. Woo!
Right.
And the
Nice.
interior. Dave, take a point of mojo for us.
I just did.
My man. So that's awesome. Crowd gets a big,
Can I grandstand on that?
Yes, big grandstand check.
Watch. I'll mess it up. 18. Whoa!
And they love
Finally.
you. Woo!
Finally.
Yeah. They're for it takes a while for them to warm up to a half orc, but once they do, they're amongst the favorites. Everyone loves half orcs kicking butt, especially a good old local boy. So so they're totally psyched about that. Scully, you got hit by a couple of rocks, bro, but you know what? I believe in you. What are you gonna do?
Absolutely. So cover, it's got to be. I'm gonna dash for that cover, and
Right.
and as I'm running, I'm pulling out this potion of minor healing.
Your minor potion, sure.
Kind of
Yeah.
throw me back against this
Sure.
barrier and just glug that down if I can.
You got it. So the barrier is about 5 foot tall. corrugated steel on your side, and it's kind of like it's shaped like a shield, and you're in the interior of the convex part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's rounded on the outside. And you're back there. As long as you crouch, they can't get you. So you're back there behind it, drinking your potion, and you're good to go. All right.
Okay.
So roll. You figure out how many hit points you get back, and then Jebediah.
Okay. So there's one barrier a move away. There's another barrier a move and a half away. And sort of, so say 60 odd feet away is this guard in the portcullis with his spear out.
Yeah, if you wanted to get up there and like get in his grill, you could run straight through it. You got to go for a full length charge, okay? Which means you're +2 to hit, but you're -2 on your armor class for 1 round. And remember, he's got a held action, so you're running right into that.
He's not going to hit me. I'm going to completely sight this guy. I'm going to sort of charge with the sword held up high. I'm going to belt across at him.
Hell yeah!
All
right.
I don't
give him some mojo.
So
mojo, how many mojo points?
1 point. That's all I got.
1 point mojo for the attack roll.
I'll give him another one. 2 points.
2 points of mojo for the attack roll. I love it. All right. So Jebediah charges up there, right up the front. That guy up front, he is going to go for his. He gets a 7, even with your reduced armor class. Does he miss you by? He's not even getting you with your -2 armor class.
He stabbed where I was about 10 seconds ago. You know, it was. I've completely freaked this guy out.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So go ahead and give me damage against that first guy.
Surely you want me to? I've got to roll the attack anyway because this, you know.
Don't forget your mojo +2.
Okay, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. I presume that hits him.
Let me check my chart here. Yes, that's a hit.
For 10 points of damage? Sorry, for 12 points of damage.
Yeah, that's going to be it. So you run over there and just skewer him.
And I'm going to kick out anyway, which is my standard follow-up move. But he's not there, so can I kick the portcullis down at the same time? I mean, you know, I'm kicking anyway, right?
Yeah, take a shot.
That was 11 points against to hit the portcullis.
That's going to hit.
4 points of damage against the portcullis.
So it's got a certain amount of just tough to it. But here's the thing. So this is what you see.
It's just the Jebediah-shaped hole. No?
That's awesome. Y'all see, Jebediah kicks the mess out of this thing, right? So, but it does not break. You think you could possibly lift it, possibly bend it, or keep kicking it until it breaks. But here's what you see beyond it. Okay, so the interior of the castle, obviously, it's only half the castle. It backs up on the wall. Okay, on that wall, a couple of things. One is a cage with the queen. Obviously, a woman dressed like a queen, supermodel. She's in like a 18th century queen kind of regalia with a big old crazy hat and everything. She's in a cage and she's like, "Oh, won't some heroes come rescue me?" It's so distressed. Next to where she is, you see that there is a giant, big machine. Okay, this machine is this huge, big, crazy thing with like a working arm on it, and it's going super fast. And as you watch, it's creating another one of these guards. Literally 3D printing one. And there's another one standing in front of it who must have just gotten printed the round before. Uniform gray from head to toe. It's printing another one this round. Like I said, it's going to keep making guards is what you think in there and such. And that is what you see, my friend. So, fight is going to continue. That was Jebediah. It is time for Arnor to do something unexceptional.
Nord is going to take a double move to get to that further barrier to get under the slings from the remaining one above.
Gotcha. So to get to the far barrier, you're going to be like halfway in between them. You can't make it in the full move unless your move is like way higher than I remember.
Oh, I thought it was a move and a half. I must have.
Move and a half. So
oh yeah, I have a speed of 20.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you're a full 2 rounds getting there.
Then I'm just going to make it to the first one and
okay.
crouch down like this.
Gotcha. You get down
Apparently I'm
behind the
short.
first barrier. Gotcha. And are crouched down there and ready to
And
go.
you
You are
young pole meanie for have such short legs.
It's the armor. It's going to weigh you down. That's okay. So so you're behind the barrier over there with Scully. That is cool. Because you know what? It's time for Give Soon.
All right, I'm gonna run over and get beside the closest barricade and shoot up at the other slinger with my crossbow.
Gotcha. So that's a short range shot for your crossbow. He does have some protection up there from the crenellations. Give me an attack roll, my friend.
That is a 18.
Oh yeah, it didn't help anybody. Give me some damage.
A 2.
All right, so you hit him with that thing, and if you can picture it, it kind of goes through part of his face. But he's still fighting. He doesn't react at all. His face is completely just, and like still getting ready to swing down there. Now, since you fired last round, you're like behind the barrier, but he can still get you.
Right.
It'll give you a modifier on your armor class, though, there for defense, which is cool because it's their turn, and he is going to return fire upon you with that thing.
All right.
What's your armor class?
It's a 13 right now.
You know what? It dings right off the front of the barrier. Ka-ding! But it was like this close. So it was a real close call there. The guy in front is dead. So so Jebediah, that one that was standing there by the machine, like charges over to the gates, and now he's there on his side. Like the gate is still between y'all, so he's on his side of the gate there. And then the machine prints another one. And so now there's another one steps out of the machine. Now there are 2 that you can see on the interior of that space there. One right by the barrier, and one like literally just stepped out of the machine, and it starts making another one. So
I'm going to start taunting the, like the scene at the end of that horrible, the terrible Star Wars movie, The Phantom Menace, but where Darth Maul's taunting Obi-Wan through the laser screen. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm hoping to get some crowds, behind me. So I'm doing it as much for the benefit of the crowd as I am because these things are manufactured. I know I'm not psyching them out,
No, you know what? If you want to for your deep dive, I'll give you like a get the crowd pumped up kind of attack thing, and see if you can't force them to do something. Yeah, totally, bro, totally. I love it. All right, so that's the guy up there threw. That guy took an arrow. There's a new guy, and he can't attack. So that is where we're at. With Kolsch. Kolsch, you are still back at the door. You threw your javelin last round. What are you going to go for?
There's another slinger, right? Still?
There is, yes, sir.
And I have another javelin, so I'm going to try that.
Cool. So the other one, so here's the deal. That second one is long range for a javelin because you got the nearby one on the first tower. Second one is long range. You can totally do it, but roll me a D16 rather than a D20. Do you have one?
I do, and I've never even rolled it before.
Guys, if you're watching, let's everyone say a prayer for David Bernardy's first roll with his D16.
I'm assuming this is it. There's not a D14, is there?
There is.
There is. just double check.
I found it.
All right.
15 plus 2 is 17.
Wow. Oh, dog, nicely. Wow. So give me some javelin damage. Roll me some damage, guys.
All right, so only 3.
You know what though? Actually he's still up. So so like Kolsch, he throws that one from downtown. Now, did you add your D die onto that damage?
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on the damage.
Okay,
so
just making sure. Yeah, so Kolsch throws one from downtown. And like he gets out of the way and it hits him anyway. It's one of those things. Now he has this thing sticking almost straight up out of his shoulder. You can tell he's in rough shape. He can still do his sling, but he is like coming apart the seams up there. Great attack. That was awesome. Scully, you're behind the barrier. You have now taken your potion. You got some points back. What you gonna do, cousin?
Yeah, I think I got the dud potion. I got 1 point back there. So I'm gonna kind
the
of
pink stuff. It was
Yeah.
the pink stuff, dude.
It's rubbish. It tasted horrible as well. I throw it
It's a
to one
placebo.
side. Yeah, it was. Yeah, absolutely. And then I'm going to kind of pull out my short bow and try and see if we can pin this guy, the remaining on the tower. 2. Okay. I'll just hang my head in shame and look on. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. You hit like about 3 feet down on the tower. You know what I mean? Like not even close to him. It's pretty gross. That's all right though. You know what though? So are you gonna are you gonna stay put?
If I can duck back down, I'll duck back down. Yeah.
So
Sure.
yeah. So for your move action, you duck back down. Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You got it. Yeah, you can do that. All right. So that was Scully. Jebediah. So you were up front. So you're gonna go up there and raise hell and try to get them to cower its way out of it. So go ahead and give me that deed die and give me a 3 to get them like
Nah, that was a 1.
the 1, yeah. What's up? So on a 1, I'm gonna say that like he's gonna keep doing his thing back there. We're gonna see. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in this round.
Am I just gonna try? Can I just? I mean, is he close enough to the portcullis that I can hit him through it, or am I going to try and break the portcullis down?
You can try to reach through and get him, but roll me a d16 for your attack roll.
Yeah, I thought that might happen.
And use that same one that you got in your deed die, obviously.
That's a 14. 14, 15, 16 with my strength mod.
What, dude? You just shanked him. Give me damage, man.
Is this the machine operator that he's going after, or just? Sorry.
This is one of those guards. He kind of came out of the machine. It looks like.
Right.
It looks like they're 3D printing guys here at the Castle Grayscale.
Yeah.
That was a 9 damage.
Yeah. So like everyone, like you tried getting everyone to cheer and like no one did, and then you stabbed him, and now they're cheering. Go figure. You know what I'm saying? Crowds, am I right? Yeah. So like you kill that one, and the other one is like looking like yeah, man, he is going to, we'll see what happens in their round, but that was awesome. So it is now Arnord, also behind the barrier. What are you going to go for, bro?
Super slow. I'm going to run up to that. Can I make the next barrier? Is that a double move out?
Yeah, no, from here, you can make the next barrier, no problem.
All right. So I'd run down to that one and then crouch down again.
All right. You run over to barrier number 2, the right-hand barrier from you, and you are crouched down behind there. So I will make a note there too. All right, cool. So it is Gibson. Gibson, what are you gonna do?
Can I make it to that other barrier? There's still a guy slinging up top.
Yes,
Right?
there sure is.
Can I make it to that other barrier and then shoot?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do that, but you'll be exposed for next round. But yes, you can totally do it.
Sure.
All right, go ahead and make your attack roll.
That is a 14.
14, you bounce off a crenellation. Ding, you hit his barrier. So that would have hit, except he had cover. So it is their attack round. Okay, so he is going to take a shot at you from up there. What's your armor class +2?
It's a 15.
That's where he's at right now. Ding! Man, he's going to get an 18. So you fire from across that barrier. He's going to zap you with a rock for 2 points of damage. Kaboosh. So then Jebediah, the one that got created last round, charges this spear through the barrier. He's going to try to stick you through the barrier. He's going to roll a d16 for his attack roll and add his mods. Ooh, he's going to get a rock and roll 13. How's it looking?
No.
All right, so the spear comes through, and he doesn't get you though. And then the machine makes another guy. Now there's another one standing there in the interior this round. So that is it for all of them. So it's once again top of the order. Kolsch, you are still back at the door.
All right. Am I really top of the order?
Aren't you? It's Kolsch, then Scully, then Jebediah, then Anthony.
Sorry.
Then, yep.
All right. Can I do a charge to the portcullis?
Yes, you can charge into the portcullis. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right. You charge up there. And now you are standing in standing in front of the portcullis, shoulder to shoulder with Jebediah. And you can go next round. It is Scully. Scully, you're still behind the barrier. You fired last round, didn't hit. What are you going to do?
Yeah, so embarrassed at my last feeble attempt. I'm going to try and
I believe in you. I believe in you.
Redeem myself. And okay, so here we go. Pop up and take a shot at this guy.
Okay,
20. Natural 20.
Hit. Take a point of mojo. You get a point of mojo for that shot. And you can roll damage if you like, but I had 1 hit point. So it's, you know what I'm saying? Like.
Okay, yeah, nice. I'll take that.
Shattered his head right off.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he falls over on your side, kabloom, and lays there. He's actually on your side of the bed.
Okay, I'm going to jump up and start pumping, be fist and jumping around, you know.
Give me that
grandstanding.
Grandstand check, my friend.
A 1. From one extreme to the other.
Did you fall?
I probably trip up.
He's like, woo! And from the back row, someone's like, arrows are for woo! They all laugh. And it's like, oh. It's just, you know, people just not thinking that's cool. Not thinking that's cool. All right, that's all right though. So Jebediah, you're in front of the thing. That guy is now like literally right there through the barrier with his spears. What are you going to go for?
So I'm glad that I've got some backup here, because Jebediah is not particularly intelligent, but he's figured out that even if he can kill one, you know, basically this machine is spitting them out as fast as he can stab them, and sometimes they're dying, sometimes they're not, you know. But with 2 of us going at it, maybe the rest that will buy enough time for the rest of the guys to stop the machine somehow. But for the time being, Jebediah is going to carry on. I'm gonna make my melee attack to stab through and try and finish off, and then I'm always going to be following it up with a kick in the hopes that I can break through the gate. Yeah.
Okay, I totally get you.
So I'll roll those 2 attacks. That is the deed that I didn't specify hasn't gone off, but that is a 14. That's a 16 to hit the guy with the sword.
Hell yeah.
So that is going to be, that's max damage. So that is 14 points of damage.
All right, you whack another one, man. Kadoosh!
The follow-up with my boot heel doesn't go so well. That's a 1 though.
Ooh, so yeah, so I'm gonna need those mojo points back, kids. But
Sorry,
also,
folks.
go ahead. Yeah, give me that fumble check.
So fumble is a D. What am I wearing? Oh, it would be chainmail, wouldn't it? Well, you know, you reap the benefit of a nice chunky AC 15. Occasionally, you roll a 2 on the fumble table, which could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it could have. So, give me a DC 10 reflex save, or you're gonna trip.
Shit.
That's where all the mojo went.
Yeah. That's a 19. So I don't get my foot tangled in the portcullis gate or whatever.
You almost you put your foot goes right to the gate. You're like, well, oh crap! But you get it out of there before it all goes down. So so that's all good. They just saw you, and like the crowd didn't even notice. They just saw you kicking it, so they just he's a tough guy. That's all.
Sorry about the mojo, guys.
Yeah, that's okay though, because Thorin, don't forget you get a mojo, so you're back. You have one mojo now starting off, and it's time for Anord, the Anorted one. You are back behind barrier number 2.
That's correct. Does the castle go all the way to the stands, or is there space?
No, there's like about a 15-foot gap on either side of it.
I'm going to aim for that. I'm going to try to run around the tower.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. So you can get there in 1 round. You get there and like, you get to this corner here. So now you are in the very back rear corner where the castle like kind of meets up with the wall over there. Mm-hmm. Okay. So there's like a gap or anything, but it looks to you like it would be a really easy climb from here if you use the corner there to climb up. It'll give you a modifier on doing it. So yes, I've run this adventure 60 times. First person to actually do that. It didn't happen so often that I actually left it out of the rules to save word count. But you, my friend, are all over it. So
always thinking around the box.
Respect. So next round, you can't start this round, but next round you can start climbing up. All right. So that was awesome, and it's time for Monsieur Gibson.
All right.
Gibson, you are also behind barrier 2. What are you going to go for?
I'm going to follow a Nord because I think we were thinking the same thing, but I've got a grappling hook that making Ada's grappling hook and rope and sling it up there, and then we can climb up much easier.
Sure. You know, if you want to, I will let you make a attack with the grapple hook as you run over there. It'd be like a range attack. So use your modifier plus your agility.
That's a 21.
Hell yeah. Whooshing! So like you run over there and get that thing hooked up there like in a second. So you're good to go.
All right.
So outstanding. So the rope's up there. It's the top of the order. Okay, both my tower guys are dead. The guy behind the barrier he's solo right now. He is actually going to stab through there and try to get Bruce with his, trying to get Jebediah with his spear. Here it comes. He is going to get a total with his D12 of a 14.
Does he want to spend the point? Oh no, sorry, I should be saying that.
All right. I hear that.
What side of the table are you on, Bruce? Calm down.
Sorry.
I ain't got no lucky man. Y'all know this. He tries to get through there with his stabby, and it does not work out like he might have liked for it to work out. You know what I'm saying?
That's all.
So that's all right though. Fight's going to continue. He is still in this fight and kicking it. And then the machine makes one more guy. And so he runs up. So now there are 2 back there in total. And it is it's Kolsch once again.
All right. So I want to do I want to tell the guy that's beside me. Tell me your name again.
Jebediah.
The other one at the portcullis. Bruce, is that your character?
Jebediah.
Yeah, Jebediah. I've just gotten on this portcullis. Is it something that together we could rip down or open up or lift?
I've just been stabbing the guys, but if we could work together, maybe we can smash our way in. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah. So would that mean that I'm going to hold action until his turn, and then we could?
Yeah.
And then we could do it together.
If you want to gang up on it and lift it together. Yeah. So are we going to try? Are y'all going to try to like smash it down, lift it up, or bend it?
Your call, David, but I'll help whatever. Yeah. Well,
when you kicked, did anything?
Nothing significant. No noticeable damage.
He really wasn't doing a lot of damage to it. Yeah. Not
maybe I think maybe lifting it's the answer.
Yeah. Let's lift it. Even though we'll get attacked by these other guys, they're not going to kill us.
Nah, they're not doing a great job so far.
All right.
They've not been very lucky.
I had a D16, haven't I? All right. Yeah, they haven't. But you know, who knows? GM fucking turn anytime, kids. Anytime. All right. So you're going to hold action. The 2 y'all are going to lift on his round. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, so it is Scully, the last man behind barrier 1.
Yes. So yeah, I'm going to charge forward, and I'm going to join Anord and Thorin and try and climb up the wall.
Okay, so you were at barrier 1. They were behind barrier 2. So it's going to take you your full round plus to get over there. But you can be. So you won't get there this round, but next round. And no one's shooting at you anyway, so you're good to go.
It makes a change. Cool. So yeah. Good.
No, I feel you. All right, so you'll get there at the end of next time. Nice. So you start running up, and you'll get there when you get there. Jebediah. So now it is time. So both of y'all make me a D20 roll and add your strength modifier on top of that.
19.
Oh yeah.
No, 19.
16.
Okay, so working together, the 2 of y'all grab the bottom of the barrier and shove it up there. So here's what you realize. Once you have it lifted, okay, you realize it's still putting pressure to come down. So like if you guys let go, it's going to drop.
Andre the Giant moment, I think.
Yeah, but one of y'all can do it by yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't take 2 of you to hold it up here now that you got it lifted. You know, so I know y'all at home watching the guns, right? I haven't been to a gym since March, y'all. March.
So say that again.
Those pasty guns.
Some sun, Brendan.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm in England and I'm a better colour than this guy.
I know.
They've got a cave troll.
Oh, I really enjoyed that. Y'all are dead. No, that was awesome. Yeah, you're right. Keep on keeping on. It's been too much lasagna and not enough gym time for the dog here. But
all right, so tell me again. Like we're holding this thing up, but if one of us lets go, it's coming down. Is that what you said?
No. One of you can let go and it's fine. But if both of y'all let go, I mean, like you can step inside and let it fall behind you. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
if someone's not actively holding that thing up, then it's going to come back down behind you. The time bandits are around the other side.
Jebediah's led the charge, right? So he's gonna give somebody else a chance to shine. He's gonna hold it up and
Right.
let
We don't
Kolsch go if you want.
Everybody else is over the wall.
Okay.
So there's no point in holding this thing open anyway.
But at least, yeah. the two of
Unless
us are
we
over
need
there.
to run away. I mean,
Well, Scully's making his way towards us. Yeah.
Run
We'll
away.
see. Yeah. We'll see, guys. We'll see. So
I'm gonna hold it for a round.
Okay. You hold it.
Hold it for one round. Gotcha. All right, cool. All right. So that is lifted. It is time for a Nord. A Nord. There's a rope going to take you right upstairs. Give me an easy climb check. Give me a 5 or better strength check. If you have an armor check penalty, use your armor check.
All right. And I want to high five a fan in the crowd as I get up there. Get up, high five,
Yeah.
dive over the wall. Or
Cool.
probably break my neck.
Give me that check.
Oops.
That becomes a -2.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you get halfway up. You put your hand up there to high five the fan. You forget there's a force wall that keeps them safe from fireballs and errant arrows and whatnot. You hit that thing, boom, and you were to fall across the side. And you only take 2 points of damage from falling, but
The highlight reel.
Yes.
Highlight reel though, yeah. Laying there like, what's up? That's okay though. You know why? Because it is time for Gibson. Go ahead and show them how climbing actually goes.
All right, so I'll take the rope and I'll wave at people as I go up and whatnot. And that's an 11, easy
Perfect.
climb.
So you get up to the top there, no problem. So if you can picture it, like you're in the corner over here, okay? So there is like an interior catwalk around the whole interior of the castle, okay? So from where you are right now, you can either it's 15 feet down drop, or you can kind of like go back to the tower, and there's a ladder on the interior of the tower. It's a facade of a tower, you know what I'm saying, with a thing on top of there. But you can walk back to the tower and like slide down that ladder. But you are looking right down at that machine that is printing up guys. You actually see it for the first time, like literally when you get up to the top there, it's got like it's up to like the chest on a dude, and it's getting ready to it's got like his chest, top of his arms, and the bottom of his spear is showing. He's getting ready to be there in full form.
Are there is there any?
He's all triangles from the inside. No, sorry, go ahead.
Anything plugged in to this machine? Can I see wires or
okay, so
gears,
the thing is built back there into the wall. You're trying to go for like a disable, so you're not really trained in that. You can go for it, but you're on a D10. But
Gotcha.
like you think that maybe if Scully is trained for this kind of action, and Scully might be able to go back there and sort of disable it in one go. Either that, or you all could beat the mess out of it.
Now, what about the queen hanging? Where is she attached in correlation to the catwalks and stuff?
So she's actually kind of in the center. So she's not close to the catwalk. Though if you wanted to go dramatic, I'll give you a jump check to jump from here to the top of the machine, and then from the top of the machine to the top of her cage. And it would be slick as hell. And like you can see where like her cage is like 15 by 15 by 15, and she's there in the middle of it, like, oh dear, help me, you know.
Yeah. Really playing it up for me.
Yeah, she's Hannah and Rye over there. She's clearly a model and not an actress, because she's like everything but, you know, clutching her pearls, you know.
All right, yeah, I'll spend my 1 point of mojo that I have, and maybe some luck if I need to.
Okay, so
make
you
those jumps.
you can make the jump, but remember, mojo is for somebody else in your team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so
Never mind.
so it's okay. Make your jump check though. D20, add your strength modifier.
Ooh, that's a that's a 5.
So here's what happens. Here's the thing. It's still dramatic. Okay. Y'all see the gnome is like, here I go. Instead of like landing on top of the machine, he kind of hits it, boom, and slides down it. So you take 4 points of damage. Well,
All right.
if by it you mean your beak, yes. Boom, you hit that thing and slide down the side of that machine like, ooh. But here's what it does. It kind of shakes it for a second. So like y'all see like where this thing is being printed out, like right here in his chin. Yeah, he's got like one weird thing, like where part of his head is over, like just a little like line over to the side. He has this weird jolting in his head. It goes back to normal, but now he's got like a weird thing sticking out of the side, like a little plane sticking out of the side of his face where it got shook that time. But now you are on the interior there, standing right next to the machine and on the floor and there with everything else. So that was still very, very cool. And you can actually work the crowd and try to get the crowd pumped up with the grandstanding. Maybe that's what you meant to do. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I'll give it a little extra flair.
Yeah.
That's a 14.
Yeah, so you get a point of fame. And the one guy's like, oh, look, he shook the machine. Now they know what to do. Get in there, shake it some more. Woo! No power.
All right.
They're all, they all think you got it, man. So we're at the top of the order. So give me a luck check there for Gibsoon. D20 roll low under your luck.
I rolled a 19. That is not under.
Okay, so the last guy that got printed, hears gadong, and like wanders over to the side of the machine and sees a gnome in his castle and is like, and he's gonna try to stab you with his spear. He's gonna get 17. Does that get you?
That gets me.
Yeah, and you are going to take 4 points of spear damage, my friend.
All right, I am well over my limit.
All right, y'all see Gibsoon goes down. This is round one of Gibsoon being down. So somebody get in there and back him up. So then the other one that's up at the front is going to. You're actually going on the inside. So he's going to try to stab Karl with his spear. And it's going to get 17. Does that get you?
Yeah, that gets me.
Yeah, man, you take 4 points of spear damage. He sticks you with these things. You know, these things were made of resin. How are they so sharp? It makes no sense. And then the machine finishes making like one more guy steps out of the machine, except he's got a giant big Jamambi plate thing coming out of his head, like, and he's like, you know, but he still looks like he could stab somebody. So there are 3 of them there now on the interior, one of whom is standing over the prone Gibson, and that is their whole thing. So Kolsch, it is your turn.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do the 2 guys that are in front of me. Are they close? Are they close to each other, or are they?
So there's one guy that's right in front of you. Okay.
Yeah.
The other one actually went around the side of the machine and stabbed Gibsoon. And the third one just got printed. So he's actually right in front of the 3D rendering machine.
And how far away is the machine from me?
From you, the machine's like 20 feet.
Okay. Can I rush that third guy at the machine?
Oh yeah, the guy that just got. Okay, you can do it, but you're leaving melee with my guy, so he's gonna get a free shot on you as you run out of there.
Okay, and if he hits, does that interrupt my rush?
Only if you get down to 0 hit points.
Okay, I'll take it.
All right.
I'll take it.
So here comes his freebie shot on you as you run out of combat. He is going to get a 6 plus. It's going to be a total of a 9.
I told a juke out of him.
Woo-ha! You go left, he goes right. You zig, you zag. So you charge the guy right in front of the machine, and you can go ahead and get him. He has been alive for exactly 1 second when suddenly his half-orc comes back.
Welcome to the world, baby.
Give me that attack roll.
Happy birthday to you.
6. It is 16.
16, yeah, man, that's going to hit. Go ahead and give me the number.
Yeah. That's 2. 9 plus 4 is 13.
Yeah, you run over and just run that guy through. He's still a little wet, you think, because you like put that thing right through him, and there's a splash. He kind of ripples a little bit, and then he falls over in kind of a pile, kaboosh. So like now you are standing. yeah, you will.
That's a mojo point, right?
It's a mojo point for a solo kill.
Thank you.
Dude, he could stand here all night and just mojo these guys to doom. You know what I'm saying? Which would suck.
I'm just gonna like fuck up the first, screw up the flow, you know, so that they come out all like, wah!
All right. So yeah, you kill that one, and behind him is a pair of boots that are quickly becoming a pair of legs. And that is what you see. So excellent move, Scully. From the this round, you can get there and make your climb check.
Yes, that's my plan. And now, what was it? It was a difficulty. Can I use Gibson's rope because he had
absolutely, yeah, DC5.
DC5, okay, and 14, easy do it. Okay.
All right, so move action. You get up there on top of the machine of the thing, and you can see again. Same thing. And the 3D printer machine is right there behind it. You can see it from where you are.
Now,
you can also see down there. You see Gibson laying there with a guy.
So he needs something doing this round, doesn't he?
Yeah. You know what? You got this round. This is the first round, so you actually have until the end of next round to take care of him. Hey, I'll tell you what, just because I have the 3D look of the battlefield in my brain, you know what, dude? If you were to jump down here on top of this guy, that'd be that'd be a sneak or a attempt.
Of course, yeah, okay.
But you ought to, and if you hit, I'll say you won't take any damage because you kind of like use it to break your fall. But if you miss, it's going to be a die 6.
Could he also, would that guy fall on me? If that guy's like right on top of me?
He could do it if you get to 1, maybe. You know what I'm saying? No.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
what are the chances of that?
Impaled while you're down.
Don't smush me.
Okay. That's nobody mush Gibson. Okay, put that down.
so look. So can you spend? Do you have to declare luck before you roll?
No, you can spend luck. Here's the rule for y'all watching at home: luck points, as opposed to mojo or anything else. You can spend luck points before the die roll or after the die roll, but not both. Okay,
right. Well, I'm not going to spend any luck just yet. Then I shall see what I do. So this is going to be is this a backstab?
If it hits, it is. Yes, backstab attempt.
Okay. Oh yes, 17 plus 1, 18.
Oh yeah. So give me give me damage, and then it's an automatic crit.
So my dagger does a D10 when I use it like this. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Use this one. Oh yeah. Okay. 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And the crit is what do we roll for the that's just my regular crit thing, isn't it?
Yep, regular crit, and add your luck modifier if you have one.
It's a D3. I'm a luck modifier is 2.
D3 sounds really low, bro.
Is that it's got crit die 1D3 table 2? Is that?
Yeah, make that a die 6, and I'll check it. I don't think it's a D3.
All right. Okay. All right. So D6. So 3 plus 2 is 5.
All right. So you leap on this thing from behind, and on a 5 on your crit. plus 3 die 3 damage, and he's stunned for 1 round.
Okay, so
He's not going to survive, but you can just
no 3d3.
Yeah,
so
he's out. So you can roll it up for funsies, but you go over there and like, land on him, and since you hit him, he breaks your fall, and you don't take any damage.
Nice. Okay, excellent. Yeah,
Okay,
dagger through the back of his neck.
Yeah, and it looks awesome. Everyone thinks it's woo, out of nowhere. It's like full Riddick. You went full Riddick. So that was awesome. Yeah. Give me a grandstand check, guys. Go for it.
Oh yes. Okay, let's see how we do with this. An 18. Yes.
Dude, you get a point of fame. Crowd they're like, that's what you should be doing. Enough with the arrows. Stab somebody from behind.
Yes.
Yeah, they get psyched, man. They get really psyched. So it is Jebediah and then Arnaud. So Jebediah, you're back there all by your lonesome, holding up this the gate over here. You can see your buddy is starting to come across the top of the wall over there. What are you going to do?
I'm going to let go of the portcullis. Can I put myself between Gibsoon and danger?
Yeah, absolutely.
In a single round, and could I attack his nearest threat as well that round? Or
I'll say if you can give me a 3 on that D die, you can.
Okay, so my priority is to protect Gibson's prone form in the hope that Arnold's going to get to him and revive him. Yeah, that's only a 4 on. Sorry, it's only a 2 on the D die. So yeah. No.
So you interpose yourself between the creature and Buddy, but you don't get a chance to get your attack roll in there. No. So you run over there and
just gonna swing my sword threateningly and menacingly and
I got you.
Ineffectively, other things.
Hey man, you know what? You're keep him from getting squashed, so that's very effective. So so that's awesome. And speaking of Arnaud.
Nord's gonna use the rope. Since he's the last one over, he's gonna bring the rope with him so that he can swashbuckle down on the other side.
Swashbuckle down on the other side. I love it. Give me that con check.
Even with the -4 from my armor, I got a 9.
Yeah, you get up there, no problem. Give me an agility check, same modifier to swashbuckle down.
15 minus 1, 14.
Aha! Yeah, you are now on the interior of this thing and over your buddy there.
All right. Can I heal him? Can I lay on hands?
You can heal him on your next round.
Okay.
Next round you can heal him. So you got 1 round to do it. So but that was awesome and well done. And that was the Gibbs. So it's the top of the order. So here is what happened. So the guy that you just got in front of. For Jeremiah is going to attack you with his spear and get an 11. That is not spectacular. And then the machine makes one more guy. So now there's one standing right in front of Kolsch right now. Steps right up where the last one was, like over his body pretty much, and is like and from so that is what you see. That's their whole round. So, Kolsch, it is your turn.
All right. Can I see something like a nozzle? Like this machine. Is there a machine part where this monster goo comes out of?
Yes.
And
there's a machine part there where the monster goo is extruded, I believe is the correct term.
That's the correct goo verb. Goo. I want to attack that.
My man. Okay, so go ahead and make me your attack roll and add your D die. Tell me how much damage you do. You only need a 5 to hit it.
All right. D die is 3, and I have 14.
Okay, and your deed is to screw this thing up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so go ahead and roll me. A couple things happen. First off, do roll me your damage, please.
All right. Six.
Oh, I was wrong. What was your total attack roll on that?
Let's see. I rolled a 14 plus a D.
Oh, you're good. You're good. It actually, I was wrong about its armor class. It actually has a 14 on its armor class. So, and you did that much damage. Okay, cool. So, here is what happens. So the machine starts to smoke. It starts to make a noise, okay? And did you roll me a die 6?
No.
Oh, roll me a die 6, please.
3.
You got a 3 on your 60 die there. Okay, so here's what happens. The one that's getting made right now, okay, so like the machine is still up, but it's not quite running. But the one that gets made right now, you hit it and it tries to correct and overcorrects, and now suddenly it swirls the head, so the head is under like a soft serve ice cream cone, and it doesn't seem to have any eyes or anything, and it's just like a big old lumpy deli Q curl top on top of it before it gets made out of there. So we'll see what happens to him. Machine is smoking and making a noise, but it's still going at this point. Which is awesome, though. Nicely done. So, Scully, it is your turn.
Yeah, so see if I can disable this machine now. See if there's some kind of panel on it or something like that I can.
All right, give me that check, man.
Okay. So is this would this be disabled trap? Would it be?
This would be a disabled device, disabled trap roll. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. 12 plus 4, 16.
Yeah, you feel like spending a point of luck?
Oh yes, I would definitely spend the point of luck.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's what happens. He reaches around on the inside and comes out with a fistful of wires. There's a spark, and then the thing just stops making noise.
Nice.
Which is outstanding, guys. So there are 2 that are left in there. Scully is awesome. Jebediah, you are standing in front of the one that hit Gibsoon last time. What are you going to go for?
I'm going to put him down. Yeah.
All right, give me that love.
Oh. 3 on the D die, but that's all. Both my wild swing with the sword and the kick missed completely.
Gotcha. Yeah, just at the right moment, the machine made a big puff of smoke came out of the machine totally distracted you.
Yeah.
There was sparks, like crap. So threw your game up. That's all right though. You're still in the fight. It is time for Arnaud. Arnaud, it's time for you to fix my buddy. All right.
Would you say the one that Jebediah was attacking is adjacent?
He's adjacent enough. Yes, sir.
All right. 2-fisted healing. 1 punch for Gibsoon, 1 slash for the enemy. All right.
I love it. All right. So
lay on hands for Gibsoon.
Lay on hands first.
13, which
Beautiful.
is he can get a D. Well, roll 2 and take the higher, right? 2d6.
Yeah. So you're a D6 for your dude there. So go ahead, roll 2d6. The highest one is how many hit points you have. Remember, you don't go under 0, so you start at 0.
And then the D14 for my 2-fisted healing. Ooh, 12 plus 3, 12 plus. Let's see, longsword is 2, 14.
That's a hit, my friend. Give me some damage.
Please don't be a 1. Hey, an 8 plus 1 is 9.
That is so, dude. It's your finest hour. So you reach down there and you punch Thor in the wake. Oh, take this. Wake up. Get sued. Boom. And then you lash out with the other attack and cut this guy in 2. Going
in the
right
grandstand?
under. Yeah, absolutely. Going right under Jebediah's arm to do it.
And 13 on the grandstand.
And man, the crowd loves this kind of action. You get a point of fame, but you also get 1 point of mojo for bringing a teammate back from 0 hit points.
From 0 hit points.
So, Thorin, you are up, and you can act next round. And,
all right. And I got to roll 2 D6s and pick the highest one?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's actually your turn now. So you're prone, but you can go.
All right. I'm going to get my bottle of healing and chug that down.
Gotcha.
So that's, and maybe stand up, I guess, if I can.
Sure, you got it. All right, so you get up and you take your potion of healing. you get a polite round of applause from the crowd, like who are really hoping to see at least one guy get killed today. You know, Xcrawl audiences, man, they're harsh. You know.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, but you did good. You pop up back from that, and that there is awesome. So it's the top of the order. Is their turn. So there is one left who is going to attack at Kolsch.
Bring it.
He gets a 19 actually. It's going to give you 2 points. 2 points of spear damage.
Right.
And then Swirly Head walks out of there. He clearly can't see, so he just kind of staggers around there with his big old dilly Q curl head and just makes his way out of there, looking like the Michelin Man, and walks into the wall. Thinks it's one of y'all. Attacks the wall. Oh, you know, makes no noise. His mouth is gone. So that is it. And the machine produces no more guys. So that's it. Kolsch, it's your turn.
I'm going after the guy who hit me with a spear because I do not tolerate that kind of mess.
I feel you. Get him.
12 plus. Hold on. So I rolled a 12 and I got. Do I add the D die to that?
Add the D die to that and your strength modifier.
All right. 16.
Is a hit, my friend. Give me damage.
12.
Yeah. You actually take his head off his body. So he was the last guy. So who is next after that? That's Kolsch. Scully, you are next. Are you going to go over there and machine is done. All the guys are dead. Dillyhead is banging into the wall. What are you going to do this round? The Queen is looking over at you expectantly.
Well, of course. Well, I'd rather bashfully approach the cage, and I'll say, we'll have you out there in just a jiffy, but first we just need to take a few safety precautions, and I'll start checking the cage to see if there are any.
All right, yeah, give me a check.
Okay, so 1 natural 1.
Yeah, you know what? You managed to actually bend your fingernail back on there. You're not sure if it's a trap or not, but it sure did hurt. Everyone loses all their mojo except for who gets 1. But you don't find any traps though, so there's that.
Okay.
That's that mojo point.
If it can open it, I will. Otherwise, I shall leave that.
Yeah, you open it up. They blow the air horn. The crowd goes bananas. You guys have won this room. Huge round of applause. Everyone gets a mojo point. Everyone can make me a grandstanding check to work the crowd after this.
Okay. Hey.
Oh, another natural 20.
Oh, 2 points of fame. Dude, you're on fire. You're on fire.
Only on the grandstanding checks, not on the attacks.
2. I'm like, oh wait, was the crowd? I missed it. He clearly grew up without TV.
Yeah.
He's like doing the wrong camera or something, you know, like a dead camera.
What's 21 get you?
Gotcha.
Is that 2?
21, 2 points of fame. 2 points of fame. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right. So sure enough, everyone does your chance, and then the Queen comes out. Big applause. The Queen kind of assembles all of you, and she says, "Wow, that was some amazing action. Thank you so much, Team CBD, for rescuing me from these terrifying things. I think you deserve the treasure." So she walks over and hits a panel on the wall, which opens up, and the announcer says, For defeating Castle Grayscale, the players have won the following. The team wins 500 gold pieces. Each member of the team wins an Empire Classics microwave oven. There's a big cheer. Then you guys also get your first ever magic item. There's a +1 Omni weapon back there. So what an Omni weapon is, when you get it, it's just like a magical ball that you hold in your hand, okay? But you concentrate on the weapon that you always wanted to have. It becomes that. It can be an archaic melee or a ranged weapon, so a bow or a sword or something like that. It will look like whatever you want it to look like, and it's +1 hit, +1 damage. Magical sword.
Wow.
and the enchantment lasts for a year and a day.
Oh,
So yeah. So y'all, you know what? The reason they can give out artifact weapons in Xcrawl is because they're not really artifacts. So you guys can decide who gets the Omni weapon, but there also are 6 envelopes in there: X, C, R, A, W, or L.
I think we should take the X this time.
Yes.
Okay. The X one earns you an extra. They go an extra 500 gold pieces.
All right.
nice.
Team gold.
There's a huge
1600.
crowd cheer from the crowd. And that's it. You guys are free to go on to the next room. So Bruce, while you were gone, you won a microwave oven. Hello, Empire Classics. And there's a +1 Omni weapon in there. It will become a magical +1 weapon for whoever gets it, of whatever type it is that you're imagining.
I think, I don't know, not me.
I'm thinking either Jebediah, because he's been just brutalizing everything, or the person least likely to hit something right now who could use the bonus.
Scully, right? No offense.
Nah. Well, I mean, I'd happily take it, but what I'm more interested in, I'll turn to Anord again, and I'll see. Once again, I've got these leaky holes that are oozing blood. Any chance that you could help a fellow out?
1 fist of healing.
Punch the
Coming
queen.
up.
Okay.
You know what?
I got a 12, so
Fuck it up, Buttercup.
same thing. Yeah. Rub
So,
a little dirt on it.
So what's that?
Get back out.
2d6, take the higher one. Yep.
Take the highest.
Can I have one of those?
6.
Yeah,
Excellent.
you got one for the half work?
Yeah. 1 more fist of healing coming up. Or
Davy's
not.
like you at a party.
That's gonna be 7. And
That's going to be
fail.
a point of disapproval.
Fail. All right, disapproval.
That's what you get for
We'll try-
touching half orcs.
We'll try again.
He must be lawful something. Again with disapproval 1, so I am at disapproval 2.
Yep. So make another roll if you want to. Try again.
All right, I get ready.
Mojo.
And
Well, Mojo, it's been called.
Yeah, I'll give my point to Mojo as well,
all right.
because I've had loads and it's all been lost. So
15 plus 2 Mojo, 17. 3d6, take the highest. And then just to be safe, I drink my minor healing potion for myself. I get 1 of mine back. So, all right.
Okay.
I'm just-
So all right. So with everybody being healed, who is going to get that +1 Omni weapon?
I say Kolsch gets it.
Yeah.
Coach would
Alright.
take it.
Yeah.
Kolsch, what do you
Kolsch would
turn
not say
into?
that.
What do you concentrate on?
My two-handed sword.
Okay, so it becomes a 2-handed sword. It looks like the 2-handed sword you've always wanted to own, and it's +1 to hit and damage. Okay, guys, so Tempest Fugit. I'm going to fast forward us a little bit to get us the next couple of things. Is that cool?
yeah,
Sure.
All right, so the crowd is all filing out of here. They're all leaving, okay? Everyone's like, heading off and, hitting the wine pavilion and then going to get their seats to the next major arena room, all right? So then you guys look around. You'll find a secret door. Secret door leads to a hallway. There's some hazards. You guys get past them. We find a break room there in the interior. The break room is it's built into the dungeon. There's food for you guys there. There's going to touch up your hair and makeup if you need. So but also there is a gift basket there. I want everyone to hold on a minute. Let me pull it up. So put up a finger for how many points of fame you've earned during this crawl so far. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hell yeah. 14, 17 points of fame. You guys did amazing. There's only 5 of you when we skipped a room because fast forward and fantastic, guys. 17 points of fame. Hold on. So when you start going through this gift basket, here's what you see in there with 17. So there is fresh fruit, farmer's cheese, and summer sausage. There is a 100 gold pieces worth of fancy gifts. It's like each one of you gets a cassette Walkman, a bottle of wine. There's a stiletto in there, a really nice one for each one of you. There is a potion of another potion of healing. These ones heal a die 6, one for each member of the party. Outstanding.
Nice.
And it's all courtesy of the crawl. And you guys did good. So y'all do that. Y'all spend some time there in the arena room. And then we move on. We do some more stuff. And then y'all make it to the final room. Y'all ready for this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So this is the 3-hour version, guys. I wish I didn't have to run because I'm having so much fun playing with y'all. But here is what happens, okay? You guys check for traps. Don't find one. Open the door. Here is what you see. 10,000 people rise to their feet and cheer as you enter. This isn't the lukewarm response you got in the last arena room. The crowd is solidly behind you, cheering and applauding like mad. It's your first real rock star moment. Every one of y'all gets an experience point for experiencing it. The arena floor is empty as you walk in. The west wall of the arena has a 15-foot archway around an oversized door. And just above it, jutting from the arena wall, is a skybox containing DJ Cudgelup and a group of noblemen and ladies. As you enter, she rises and speaks into a microphone. Greetings, heroes! I don't say that lightly. You survivors have done a superlative job, and the Empire salutes you. Huge big cheer. Okay, it's time for a final contest. For our last challenge, I'm going to call for a bit of audience participation. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests all, please check underneath your seats. All of you have a free coupon for any regular footlong sandwich from Sub-Chieftain Sandwiches. People are like, whatever. But one of you, she says, has got a golden ticket. Ooh, so see who has it. So long story short, they go in there and like looking around the audience, this lady holds up the golden ticket, little old lady. She said, oh, that's fantastic. Lady, she goes, I recognize that woman. That's amazing. She goes, that's Lady Michelle Robeson-Taylor. Hello, Lady Michelle. Welcome so much and help. Thank you for assisting us with our final room. So some ushers go and help Lady. She's got to be in her mid-60s. They help her down into the booth right there at the side of the arena, protected by force walls, but you can see her. And they put her inside the booth. They put a helmet over her head and these two great big gloves that are attached to these giant big cords. And she goes, okay, Lady Jessica's going to help with our final room. Are you ready? It's like, okay, begin. And that door in the back of under the archway opens up. And behind that door is the scariest creature you have ever seen in real life. That door opens up. And you see a giant back there. Okay, it's 15-foot tall, sandals, toga, and it has a sash. It's wearing a sash that has the Sub-Chieftain Sandwiches logo across it. Giant looks around, stunned for a moment. Then the giant looks up at the crowd and is like, George, look how big I am, George. Look. And you can see the Lady Robeson-Taylor is moving, and the giant is moving in sync with her. And she walks out and she says, hello people, look how tall I am. And then she looks up at they blow the air horn, like go. And she looks up at she looks up and she's like, ma'am, miss, are we fighting now? And they're like, yes, go get in there, go. So she's like, okay, and she puts her fists up literally like this. All right, are you ready? She says to you.
Yeah.
Let's go, Grandma.
Absolutely. So,
Look out behind you.
Oh, you can't, you. You're not going to fool me with that. And her voice is somehow amplified over the entire arena. So the whole audience is cheered around. Get him, Lady Bubble. Like they're just raising hell. So here it goes. We're going to roll initiative. Lady Robeson-Taylor, controlling the giant, has never been in a fight before. So she's only going to roll a d16 for her initiative. Yet she gets a 16. She's on fire.
Oh, she's been in fights. She's been in fights.
Yeah.
So on 16 goes the giant, controlled by Lady Robeson-Taylor. Okay, our final initiative of the night. Kolsch, what'd you get?
9.
9 for Kolsch. Jeremiah.
2.
2 for Jeremiah.
Can't roll high all the time, right?
What do you got? Scully, what'd you get, bro?
7.
7 for Scully. Okay, for Gibsoon.
Got an 8.
8 for Gibsoon. And then last but never least, Arnaud.
12.
12 for Arnaud. Okay, so here is what happens. So the giant like looks across the chamber, and she's like, "Which one do I fight?" And like the DJ is like apoplectic. All right. There's no need to get upset. And she walks over and she hold up, I'm rolling random. She walks over to Jeremiah and she's like, "All right, we're fighting now." And she just rolls up on you and swings his giant fist. Now she only gets to roll a D16 because she's never been in a fight before. But you know, she's a giant, so yeah, she's gonna get a 19. How's that?
That's gonna sting.
Yeah, it is. You're gonna take. Well, that could have been way worse. You're gonna take 12 points of damage.
Oh,
Oof.
It's like the car wreck you got into when you were a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like you just got hit by a VW. The crowd goes bananas. Woo, man, you're almost in. And she's like, "Oh, are you all right, young man?" Arnaud, it's your turn, bro.
All right.
So she is right in your midst. Okay. So
Jebediah go
she's
down?
standing
Is he okay?
I'm definitely not looking okay at this point. I did not go down. Very
All right.
fortunate that I did take a healing potion before we came into this room, but another one like that, and you'll be scraping me up in a dustpan.
Well, we can't have that happening, so I'm going to have to go two-fisted to healing. So as her fist is coming by, I'm going to slash it with my longsword, and then I'm going to pop Jebediah for some healing.
Hell yeah. Give me that healing first.
All right, healing first. 17.
I am lawful though.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You're on the same team. Yep.
So 3d6, take the highest from that. And then the longsword attack, 6. So I missed 4. It's
Yeah.
even worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you actually hit her, but it doesn't hurt.
Bent my sword.
And she's like, and she stage whispers, "I think you have to swing harder, young man."
Will do, Grandma.
That's very familiar. That's quite familiar. She's an aristocrat. That's very familiar with you, young man.
Sorry, Mrs.
really
What's-her-face.
I respect the clergy, but she's pleaded back here with a fist the size of your torso. You know, but she's clearly getting ready to roll up and punch Arnaud last time
Not in the face.
for impertinence. So
Sure,
it's Cole. Cole, you're up next, bro.
I'm gonna run and try to like hamstring her, or
Oh, yeah.
no, the Achilles tendon thing.
Run up from behind. Go for that tendon. Give me that shot, man.
18. I didn't get the deed, but
Okay.
I did hit her with.
What'd you get total? Because she's got an armor class.
Okay, well maybe I did. 18, 19.
Oh,
And
you're good. You're good. Yeah.
All right.
Just making sure. Mhm.
All right. So then, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so you run behind the thing, and you slash her across the back of the leg, but you don't like sever her tendon. I mean, she's so big. Her tendon is like a cable. You know what I mean? So you slash her, and she's like, "Oh!" And she looks behind you, and she's, George, I've been hit. Look. She holds her leg. Look, there's blood.
I'm bleeding.
She's had the jolliest time. Clearly, she thinks this is hilarious. So that was awesome. That was Cole. She just Gibsoon. What do you got for her?
All right, I'm gonna burn a point of stamina so I can try to roll my smoke and mirrors again.
Outstanding. Do that.
And I was actually gonna use my signature move which had to do with this, where I basically, because his background was a background singer, actually. So he's going to like do this harmonic sort of singing as he's spell casting, hoping that the lights streak, glitter across his streak face, and just try to really amp up the crowd while he's doing it.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna burn 2 mojo as well on this.
Now, remember, you could only give mojo to your teammates.
Damn.
But you could burn some. You could wait till after the die roll and burn
That's
some
right.
luck, though, if you want.
That's right, man. I always mess that up. Okay,
That's all good.
here we go.
Look at you.
Ooh, that is a unnatural 20.
Bingo. That's nice. So what's it going to get you?
So that, let's see.
Now, remember, this is one of those spells that if you want to, you can take a lower effect.
Right. So, and what is the bonus since that's my signature move? Is there a bonus to that?
+1. You add +1 to it. Yeah.
Okay, so 21.
Actually, 21. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. This giant doesn't have anything on it. It's just fists. It's just
Got a great big sash that says "I'll be eaten at Sub Chieftain,"
okay.
and like superimposed against a giant, big foot-long sandwich, and a toga, sandals. They didn't give them a weapon. She's just going bare knuckling and all.
Voice of experience, didn't need to give it a weapon. Just saying.
What does your spell do?
It does a lot of different things. So
Could you shrink his sandals?
Oh, that's awesome.
No. I'm wondering. I can't cast through the field, can I? That the woman's actually in.
No,
Okay.
yeah, you can't do that, and you go to jail. They would.
I'd go to jail.
Yeah, they.
What about filling the giant's bladder?
Well, see, okay, I can.
She feels it, and she's like, "Oh, I got to go."
I think he would just get pissed off. Giant.
Yeah.
Which one did you cast? Smoke and Mirrors?
Yeah, cast Smoke and Mirrors. So I actually didn't read all of these, so I gotta go through them right now. Caster can make an ally look like the enemy, or vice versa. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna do the strange smoke and swirling lights. So that she has a 50% chance to miss, because if she hits me, I'm just going to be ground up into the ground. So
Gotcha.
I'm going to do
so
that.
You make this thing around you of Gibsoon kind of disappears behind this web of smoke. Scully, it is your turn. What are you going to go for?
Okay, so I want to as I kind of had that success with my sneak attack last time. And clearly she's distracted by all these flashing lights, smashing Jebediah, a bit of dialogue with Arnaud. I'm going to try and sneak around and move into a position where I can do a back attack.
All right. Yeah, give me a hide in shadows check.
Hide in shadow. Okay. 9. So, but I can burn luck. And each point of luck I burn, I roll a d3.
That's right.
So what would be the target number? Is that what it works on? Is it?
You're thinking about a 15 is what you're looking for here.
Oh, so that's. I'm gonna. It's near the end. I'm gonna burn 4 points of luck.
You saving it for a rainy day? You looked outside?
Yeah. So you say again?
I got a 15-foot tall rainy day out there, and apparently is representing the sandwich lovers everywhere.
So what I'm thinking, and I get me luck back anyway overnight. So here we go. So that's 3, 4, 5, and 5, 6, 7, and I got 9. So that's 16.
You're good. So you actually, when Gibson throws up that swirl of whatever, it's like it catches a giant's eye for a minute, and you run up against the arena wall, and now are standing there in the dark between two lit up advertisements, like just there in the shadows. And next round, you can run out there and go for and give her the love, give her that attack roll. Outstanding. So it's time for Jeremiah. You know that was a bad hit, but you got healed. You're back in it, man. What are you gonna go for?
So these like open-toed sandals, yeah.
Yeah. Greek style with the ropes going all the way up around its calves.
Okay. I'm gonna stab a leg, right? I'm gonna swing hard with my two-handed sword to try and sever one of the thongs, so that it becomes a trip hazard. Okay.
I like it. All right, bet. Give me a attack roll.
So, I am obviously, as is my way, I'm going to lash out with my my boot as well. Not that I'm expecting that to do a hell of a lot of damage. All right. So that is 9. That's a 14 to hit.
14 is going to miss.
Might burn some luck, being as, you know.
2 points.
And the deed goes off.
Nice.
But the kick goes wide. So damage wise, that will do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
Yeah. So I mean, you stab the mess out of her, and like you completely shred her one sandal, and now it's kind of hanging askew. It's definitely a trip hazard. If she moves, I'm going to give her an agility check, and she might have to spend a whole round like getting rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or something. We'll see what happens if she has to actually do anything. That was outstanding. It is her turn. So yeah, she's looking down there at Arnord. She's annoyed by Arnord. She says,
Annoyed does mean
she says, yep. Annoyed be with you, and also with you. Says, I don't get a chance to make that joke much, so I appreciate it. So,
yeah.
Ready.
So she is like, you're going to have to learn some young manners, a young man. And then she says, for Juno, and throws this big old wild haymaker. That would be ridiculous if she wasn't 15 foot tall. She is going to get a total of a 17.
Oh, that's my armor class.
Yeah, man. Well, I got good news and bad news. The bad news is that was 16 points of damage, and she hits you so hard you fly backwards. Woo!
She hit me in half.
Yeah.
I only had 10 hit points, so
you're at 0. You are laying there unconscious. They got one round to get over and get you. Maybe this one's got a healing potion for you.
I do have one on me as well from the gift basket.
See, there you go. And the good news is we're having veggie burgers tonight, so that's really exciting in my house. Even as I say that, I realize that's very little help for you there, Chris. But,
I am a vegetarian, so I'll be there.
Veggie burgers, baby. Yeah, absolutely. So then, and then she is going to work the crowd this round. Give me Bruce, give me a luck check. Roll me a d20, roll low on your luck.
Yep, made it. 4.
Okay, so she's like, George, and she walks over there, and she falls. She falls to a knee. Kaboosh! She doesn't quite go all the way down, but anyone next round, you're all +2 to hit her until she gets herself back together as she stumbles over her cut sandal. Great move, good follow-up. Arnor, this is your first round being down. We'll go to Kolsch.
I just saw her fall, so I'm gonna take a swing. I'm going for sort of the same thing I was going before, like kneecaps or something that would keep her down.
Something in the leg to yeah, I got you. Go for it.
All right. Nope. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, defends against that. Hey, I'll tell you what though. You feeling lucky there, Reckless?
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so the half-orc's going to go for the first Reckless attack of the evening. So that means the Giant's gonna take a free shot on Kolsch there. But whatever happens, even if he dies, he still gets to make his attack. So here comes that attack roll. I got a plus, rock and roll 9. Yep, that's gonna hit. That's so you're gonna take 7 plus 5. You take 12 points of damage.
But I'm up. I still got.
And you get your reckless attack. So take your second attack, and this one crits if you get a natural 19 or 20 as well as a crit.
All right. With the 2, but no, not a natural 20. 18.
Oh, but still, that's a hit though. Give me that.
Yeah. So I hit it, but I didn't get the.
That's fine. So roll damage.
Hold on. Seven.
All right, outstanding.
You get +2 for your deed die as well.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, did that all in? Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
I rolled 3 damage.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Okay.
So yeah, y'all see Kolsch like runs over, swings, and then puts his face out like, "Come get me!" And she's like,
She did.
She looks at the crowd. The crowd's like, and she's like, "All right," and she is kind of like just backhands him, but he spins around and he keeps him missing and slashes her right across the leg. So it's still up, but that reckless attack did its work and is staggered backwards. How about a little math, Brendan? How about the tens column too?
Can you tell me? Can you remind me how much damage she did on that?
Yeah, 4, 7 plus 5. That was 12 points.
Okay, good.
Luckily, I didn't touch my dice. You're still up, but she pops a mess out of you. Fight continues. It is Gibsoon, hidden by swirling mists.
All right, these swirling mists are gonna float over towards our Nord and try to revive him.
Give him a potion.
All right. I'll give him mine instead of trying to search his pockets or bags for his. So
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
so it's a 1d6.
You rolling up, Chris? I'm gonna let you roll it up. I'm gonna move on down the thing. So Gibsoon goes over there, feeds a potion to the downed messenger. Crowd goes nuts at this wonderful act of teamwork. Fight continues. It is Scully and then Jeremiah.
Okay, so I position myself for this backstab. So I'm going to move out. Well, actually, I climbed up to the knife, so jump down, dagger raised above my head, try and stab it in the.
Get it.
And I get, 15, and that'll be backstab +1, 16. Is that enough?
That's exactly enough, bro. Exactly enough. So first, give me that damage.
So damage is a D10, which is 9. Yes.
Okay, it's still up, but then you can go ahead and give me that crit.
So it was a D6, wasn't it? And I had my luck onto it.
Low to me, but you know what? I'm gonna I got the manuscript up here. Hold on a minute. Let me actually look this up here.
Can we add mojo to the crit table roll?
No, you can add luck to the crit table. All right, hold on. I'm actually on the almost right page. Oh, wrong thing. So that check should be. It should be a D8. So roll me a D8 actually, plus your luck modifier. I don't know why this is a D4, man. Sorry about that.
Excellent. So D. Okay, here we go. 1 plus 2 for my luck, so that's 3.
So you can't add mojo to it, but you could add luck.
Well, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? So let's have I'll add another 2 points of luck to it. So that'll be
all right.
2d3, I guess. So that's 3, and so that's another 4. So it's what? So that's 7 in total.
7. Strike to the chest, grazes vital organ, inflict plus 3d4 damage. You got last time.
3d4.
The
Okay.
exact result you got is your specialty, dude. What you got last time.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Leaping Doom, I shall call it. Okay, and I get 5 and 6 extra damage.
Okay, so it's still up, but like that was a big shot, and now it's like kind of staggered and kind of like rolling around and whatnot and such. Scully, that was awesome, man. If you don't grandstand right now, I think you're leaving something on the table, bro.
Wow, come on, let's do it. Let's see if do some fancy footwork dancing around the giant. See if I can. Oh, 10. Nah.
Leave Lady Robinson alone. Yell somebody in the front row. Some wag.
Beating up on an old lady, honestly.
Exactly. I think you should call that the knicker, though. You just nick the organ. You're not quite enough to actually kill her. Just
No, exactly.
Just enough. All right, so that was awesome, and fight's going to continue though. So it is Jeremiah. Jeremiah, it's time for some van damage, baby. What you gonna do?
She's still down or picking herself up.
So take an additional plus 2 to hit because she's.
I'm going to take a flying attack at her back to sort of try and, obviously not backstab, but try and sort of jump onto her back and then just sort of stab down. Yeah.
Gotcha.
The die goes off, but the attack misses by a mile.
Really?
Hang on. Let's see what we can do. What am I looking for?
You're looking for a 16, 1-6.
You don't need luck for anything else other than this, really.
I'm going to burn 7 points of luck.
Ooh, child.
To make it land.
Yep.
So that will be 12 points of damage.
You know what? You're not going to believe this, but that is exactly how many hit points it had left. That's amazing. Amazing. So, y'all see Jeremiah like, and like hit the thing across the back, and something breaks. The giant falls down, and in the booth, you see Lady Robinson is like, and some attendants help her get the thing off her head, and the audience goes apey. They go cheering. Everyone cheers. Y'all each get a point of mojo, get a point of fame for automatic point of fame for finishing this off and such. Crowd goes just crazy. And you guys have won this room and are going on to the next level. So they open the floodgates up. They come and they pick you up. They throw you to the back. They're throwing. You get the everyone
I'm just
gets
waking
the traditional.
up like, did we win?
You guys are going on to the quarterfinal, and they're loving you. When you guys get backstage, there's a guy runs over and like crowds all cheering. They're going bananas. He's like, "Listen, hi, listen, you guys are the bastards, right? I'm Guy Freesh. I'm an agent. Who are you guys working with? Anybody?"
Yes, Discordia.
Who needs better? You know what? Discordia is going to help you in the ring, but if you need to know who you need to talk to go ahead and get action figures made of yourself, do you know how to do that? How to get your own bank account name for the bank on it? I'm your boy. Listen, I want to work with you. I think you guys are spectacular. I want to be your agent. Oh my God, I shouldn't be running.
5% for you.
Let me take you all out for dinner, and I'll explain my plan. I got a whole plan for you guys. By this time next year, you're all going to be millionaires.
I heard it was veggie burger for dinner.
So we'll go ahead and end it here for tonight, as you guys have made it through the dungeon and beat this thing down, survived, did a great job. That was really fun. Thank y'all all very much for playing. And if y'all watching at home, thank you so much for tuning in and watching one more time, tuning in to us here for 1,000 Insane Rules of Game Therapy. And as we always do, when I don't forget, everybody, it's time for some deep breathing. Everyone, deep breath in, inhale, exhale. In with the gaming, out with the bull crap. In with the gaming, out with the bull crap.
That's some
Skelly
strong
there,
gaming, man.
Put the butts down, Neil. Put the butts down. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we appreciate it. Thank you all.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
watching,
my
folks.
team.
See you next week.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, fun time, y'all.
Cheers, everyone.